Welcome everybody to our latest session of Dragon of Icespire Peak. As usual, we will do a quick recap and then we will jump right into the action of our session tonight. Quick note, Roll20 has rolled out some more quote-unquote features, and I say that because every time they roll out features, it always causes some kind of unintended consequence. So unfortunately, the macros to be able to open doors is not currently working. So if you want to open a door, we'll just do this old school for now. Just declare that you're opening it, and I will go ahead and move that. You may notice some other oddities. For example, if you put your cursor over a token, it doesn't actually change the pointer to let you know that it's something you can click on. You just have to kind of guess. So there's been a lot of people complaining about this on the forum, so hopefully we'll get some fixes in there. But yeah, that's where we're at today, folks. So as usual, we'll do a quick recap, and then we will jump into our session. Oh, actually, one other quick thing I want to point out to you guys. I was able to, thanks to a very helpful forum member, I was able to get a pretty cool macro into our game to help us make sure we're setting the conditions the same fairly easily. Once I get an opportunity, I'll roll this out to spells as well, but just so we can kind of check this out real quick, I think I've got a blank page over here. Perfect. So any of these tokens that you have control of, and if your token isn't on here because you've been killed like once or twice, just go ahead and drag that right from the character handouts. But what you'll notice is if you put your cursor on one of the tokens that you have access to, you will see a new token action called Toggle Condition. If you click Toggle Condition, it's going to pop up and say what condition do you want to toggle. So if you say blinded, for example, hit submit, it's going to automatically add the token that we've got for blinded. And then if the blinded condition ends, same thing. You just click that toggle condition, keep it on blinded, hit submit, and it will take that icon off, that token marker off. I think this will be much easier and faster than searching through the token marker list, trying to make sure we've got the correct one, all that fun stuff. So for right now, I only have this for conditions, but I will do this for spells as well. So for example, Blast or some of the other more common ones that we use, I'll try to get those on a separate macro for a toggle spell or something like that. And I think that, again, that'll be more efficient than what we're doing now. So any questions about that piece? Okay, hearing nothing, then let me jump back over to our main screen, do the recap, and then we will get started. Alright group, so we started off last week with the group in the middle of the Dwarven Fortress known as Axholm. So you guys will likely recall we picked up last week with you being in sort of the main area of Axholm. You had done a little bit of battling already, these various different ghoul groups that you have encountered and dispatched. The group that you had just recently dispatched is when you tried to open the west doors of the main entrance of Axholm, and the ghouls were on the other side waiting for you. So that battle took place. You guys were able to defeat them. When we picked up the session, you guys decided to continue exploring in that location. Found that there was like a forge area with a couple of anvils, and it sounded like there was some kind of strange sound coming from one of the chimneys there. One of the, I guess it would be chimney. Yeah, you heard that sound, decided not to really mess with it too much. Found a room of bathrooms, and Reggie was able to sort of trick Finn into saying that there might be treasure in the privies, and then Finn spent some time searching through the privies. You guys were also able to find another large room with a bunch of rotted cots and 2 large fireplaces, and in there Kurtu decided to take some of those ruined cots for fire material, threw them in the fireplaces and lit them up, and they certainly burned, and smoke went up through the chimney but seemed to have no real effect there. But that maybe have ruled out any creepy crawlers hiding in the chimneys, perhaps. You guys then scanned around and searched more of this area, eventually finding your way over to, let's see, you searched through the main area, went south, found yourself in this throne room area where there was this chair and 2 dwarven statues on the south end of the room. As Bryn approached and sort of looked at the throne in particular, an undead hand grabbed from the throne and sort of pulled itself up, exposing itself as another one of these ghoul creatures. You guys engaged in combat, but it wasn't too much later after encountering this one that several more ghouls climbed down the chimney, and then eventually some even came from another set of doors on the other side of the room. This was a longer battle, drained some of your resources, but all in all, you guys were able to dispatch these ghouls and then continue searching around. You found West of the throne room, there was 2 other main rooms. One actually had this strange circular hole, and it was like a shaft that went down about 60 feet. Those of you with dark vision that peeked down could see all the way to the bottom. There was some like bones, residue, that kind of stuff. You guys pondered perhaps going down there to see if there was anything of interest, but ultimately decided not to do that. You then searched another room farther south of that and found not too much of interest. From there, you guys decided to make your way up to the 2nd floor. So you started making your way back, and eventually more towards the entrance, you guys, and oh yeah, right, and how could I miss this part? Right, there was the piece of time where you guys decided to perhaps try to take a little bit of a rest here, and when you were resting near the entrance, you heard the sound of a creature coming from outside, and realizing this was a bit dangerous, you decided to pull in a bit closer, place yourself in one of these rooms, and after a bit of time, you heard some more time of scratching and some weird sounds from outside of the room. Eventually, you guys, however, exited from there, and during this whole time, you did spot this very strange creature outside of the portcullis. When you guys made your way back, you did see this very large hole, so you've had a lot of interesting little sort of stimulus, you might say. Eventually, however, you guys made your way up to the 2nd level of Axholm, and as you exited from this set of stairs, you encountered a lot of giant spiders. So there was a room filled with all these webs. You kind of started entering it and getting a bit of separation in your group. Found that this area was fairly interesting, had these sort of cauldrons that you presumed is what they would have used to boil oil, and then allow that oil to drop down below to stop any invaders, perhaps. And like I say, there was these giant spiders here, descended several of them. You guys engaged them in combat. Your group got split up quite a bit, so you guys were all kind of fighting different spiders as they were taking the battle to you. During this battle, eventually some of the spiders were able to take Reggie down, and then they started fighting over his body as they were trying, 2 of them essentially were fighting over him, trying to pull him away. One eventually emerged victorious here, stronger than the other one, and started taking him down below. You guys again were scattered about. Some of you tried to chase after him. We're a little bit behind him, however. By the time you made your way back downstairs, you eventually were able to find him, but he had already been very badly wounded by the spiders. Misa was down there as well, trying to assist, but did not have any healing spells left, so unfortunately wasn't able to help him with that. Long story short, after this long, drawn-out battle with these giant spiders, unfortunately Reggie was indeed slain. The group managed to dispatch this last spider. However, there was Reggie that fell, Bryn was down unconscious, and the group essentially left her there and made their way down below, so we're not sure what happened to Bryn back up by herself at Axholm here. And then, of course, poor Bando also collapsed and was slain. So the group finds themselves on the 1st floor of Axholm at the moment, having just killed this last spider. Group, I'm sure I missed a bunch here as I jumped around a bit. Is there anything anybody would like to add?
We found a sweet ring on the ghoul that was on the throne, and I think we determined it was worth at least 200 gold point pieces. So
yes, yep, good addition there. So the guy behind the throne did indeed have this signet ring upon him. This sort of marked him as perhaps being somebody in authority here in Axholm. Go ahead and take inspiration for that, Cat. All right, hearing nothing else, we don't have an entry in Reggie's research journal because unfortunately Reggie croaked, but those will resume perhaps next week once we have our new character introduced. So group, I will go ahead and bring us back over to the Axholm map and we will continue our adventure.
You know, just because he's a turtle doesn't make him a part of a croaking family. So maybe he turtle died.
He's amphibian.
The turtles croak.
Heard him squeal.
Did you say I just killed that guy with his dagger? Oh my gosh! And I'm shaking a little bit as I see the spider fall off my dagger. Is everyone okay? Let's start counting. Where's everybody? Where's Bryn?
Bryn's upstairs. We need to retrieve her.
Let's go now, move! Where'd Reggie go?
All right, so you guys begin climbing up the stairs.
Reggie's body's not there, Adam. Did something happen I missed, or?
I think it was carried off by a spider.
He is down below, but yeah, his body technically would be on map, but you don't see him there.
Adam, I don't see anything. Is that because I'm still unconscious?
That is, yes.
Okay.
Bryn, do you hear me, Bryn? Bryn! Interact with this door.
Alrighty, you step up to that door and attempt to open it. And the door does indeed open.
Bryn! Step in. She's not here. Empty room.
Peeking in this room, you do notice that there is some furnishings here. You can see there's a fireplace built into the west wall of the room, and hanging from a hook above its mantelpiece looks to be a steel shield bearing the A symbol, which you might not recognize right away. There was some other furnishings in the room as well, such as cots, tables, chairs, and some footlockers, all covered with dust.
Come back and get it.
Yeah, Bryn, I think went down those stairs there.
I'm running down.
Alright, you make
Hey,
your
Adam,
way down the stairs.
I've got blessing stuff on. I'm gonna just take off those icons just to let you know. I'm sure
Okay.
it's done.
Where would you go? Misa, do you see Bryn?
She was underneath one of the spiders, I think.
You hear, I don't know, she's not down here, dear.
Hey, Adam, I just can't remember I mean, from memory, I want to say she's over near where I am right now underneath a giant spider, but I can't remember if that's true or not. Is there...
Sounds to me like you would like to search this area through the corpses of all these spiders and see if you can find Bryn's body underneath one of them. Go ahead and give me a blind investigation check.
Yeah, and remember, I was standing upstairs when she was dragged off, so, I mean, I was there, so... But I will go ahead and provide that.
You search around under all of this yuck and bodies and blood and smashed bits of various pieces of the creatures, but you see no sign of Bryn here, Kurtu.
Wait. Do we get you go back upstairs?
Does that mean you would like to climb back up the stairs, Fen?
I'm saying it to the group. I don't know.
I'm up here. I don't see her up here.
Going
There's
back
a lot
upstairs.
of gore. Maybe she's dead. We should just leave.
Can I look up at the ceiling and see if these, like, cotton webs up there, like maybe something came down and brought her back up?
Yeah, so go ahead and
If we
give me a
didn't kill them.
blind perception check as you look around for anything like that.
If I recall correctly, didn't they squeeze her through this fireplace?
You don't see anything up there, Kat, as you look towards the ceiling.
Can I look up the fireplace here?
You can. As you look up the fireplace, you can see there is thick webbing there, somewhat in a kind of oblong shape.
Do I see anything that looks like a spider might be still alive up there?
Give me a blind perception check. No, but it does look like this webbing, this oblong webbed stuff, is moving slowly higher up.
Hey, Aomir, do you see her? Where are you? We're downstairs.
I see some kind of movement.
Where are you?
I am upstairs with the
Okay, I'm
oil.
gonna go upstairs, Adam. Sorry, Adam, to have you jumping us around so much.
And I spend 6 seconds to bring my guy back.
I assume you have a feature or something that allows you to do that?
Yeah, it's like... Let me double check this.
Hey, wait, where are you?
Has it been an hour? I don't think it has.
It has not.
Hey, can I ask where you are? Because I'm not going to wait for some familiar. Where?
Yeah.
I don't know where you are. What chimney is he looking up, Adam? I see his tokens away from the... Okay.
I believe she's up here, and I point up to up to the top of the fireplace.
Give me a boost. Give me a boost. I'll cut her down.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a boost.
Okay, yeah, this oblong bit of webbing here, Finn, is certainly out of your reach, but as Aomir gives you a little bit of boost here, go ahead and throw an athletics check as you're trying to take advantage of his cupped hands and the structure of this fireplace to see if you can get up to this oblong thing. Yeah, you do manage to get up a bit and grab onto it. It's kind of sticky, and you can feel as the weight kind of shifts. You can see it was moving slowly up, further up the fireplace here, but as you grab onto it, it seems as though your weight starts to bring it a bit back down. You can hear the sound of almost like maybe clattering, and you hear some a bit of like loose debris comes down the chimney all of a sudden and hits upon your head, a bit of soot and dust.
I keep pulling. Pull me down.
I'm gonna pull him.
All right, you guys together are able to pull this oblong shape down, and yeah, it kind of smacks into you, Finn, and you guys collapse into the ground here.
I'm going to start ripping the webbing open.
Okay, yeah, you spend a bit of time ripping the webbing open here, looking, and suddenly, poof, you notice Bryn's head.
It's her. Drag her off away from the fireplace. Help me out.
I'm gonna pull her as much as I can.
All right, you're able to extract her from the fireplace.
She conscious?
She is not.
Why was it moving?
Because the spider was pulling her up the chimney. There's a live spider up there. It's got to be.
So then I'm gonna...
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not quite equipped to go up after it.
If I only had a way of giving her healing.
Should I launch an arrow?
Wait, no, we
That's
didn't.
not gonna heal her. That'll hurt her.
No. You're absolutely right. You're right.
We need to save Bryn first. Shall I shoot her?
I'm already picturing Aomir's like an ADHD guy. He's like, Bryn, my pet, Bryn, arrow, shoot, fire.
Yeah. Well, the flaw I picked was violence is my answer to almost any challenge. So, I'm almost spent, guys. I don't know if I can.
Can you heal her up? Can you healed Cat, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I could heal her. The only issue is I wouldn't be able to do it again until we get a...
Until the next person needs it?
So we should drag this unconscious body or heal her. Come on.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna heal her for 5.
All right, you reach out, putting some restorative magic into Bryn, who recovers 5 HP. Bryn, you pop back to consciousness with 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, Bryn. Back. She's angry. Everyone step back. Give her some room. Let her breathe.
Why do I have cotton mouth?
It's more like web mouth.
Gross.
Good morning.
But
What
I'm so glad we found you. We weren't gonna leave unless we knew you were safe.
Thanks, Kurtu. Where is Reggie?
Oh, he fell. He's downstairs. His body. If you want to say goodbye, we should probably bring it with us.
His body?
Yes, he died. We tried. Mice and I tried, and Cat and Aomir. We all went down. We tried to
I
save
was
him.
there too. I was there too.
Kurt, Cat, yeah.
We lost a member of the party to arachnids. Where are we?
Still home.
The sound of rain beginning to hit onto the fortress from outside becomes apparent.
Come on, let's go get. We have to get Reggie. We have to recover his body.
That's, yeah, he's a heavy body, though. Just remember that. He's a heavy body. I mean, that's what do it, though. Okay.
And I look at you with a really mean face.
I know, but Mage Hand's not gonna work on him.
Alright, so it sounds like you guys want to head back down those stairs. Alright,
Yes.
is everybody heading back down? I'll just put you guys all there and move you down at once.
I think we're gonna have to. Have you seen his shell? He's heavy.
Alright, everybody hold up for one moment. Alright, as you guys begin descending, you hear the sound of loud metal clanging from down below.
What?
Can we tell a direction, or
Sounds like it's coming from your west.
That's fun.
Shh.
Uh,
Can't take a look. Shush.
yeah, I'm gonna try to. When we say west, we mean like due west from where I'm standing, or like more northwesterly.
Hard to pinpoint exactly. You sort of heard it kind of echoing up the stairs.
Okay. Then I want to try to quietly stealth my way over to somewhere where I can peer out. Maybe like this. Actually, no. I don't want to get in the way of the fucking ballistas. I've learned my lesson from someone else. So, am I able to maybe see over this and look outside? Still trying to be quiet and like hide behind the ballista if I can.
Sure, yeah. You kind of peek over the ballista here. You can see the little bit that you can see, but unfortunately from this vantage point, it's not too much.
And I will try to stealth back to this other side here. Is what I can see what I can see?
Yes.
Hey, Adam, I'm gonna take the bolt out of this ballista, please.
Sure, yeah, the ballista bolt. All right, so give me go ahead and throw. Yeah, I guess blind would probably make the most sense here. Blind check to see if you're able to do this without making much noise. All right, yeah, you lift it off and hold it in your hand. It's again a bit unwieldy, but you kind of rest it against the wall, and it doesn't seem to make any sound.
Do you think I could squeeze in here?
Yeah, out of battle, you can certainly squeeze through there.
Well, no, I just want to stand here.
Yeah, you can stand there. You're kind of like crouched in this little area, but you can do that.
I don't see anything out there. Is it still happening, or was it like a clang and then silence?
Clang and then pretty much silence.
Maybe it's that creature attacking the door and everything.
Well, I could see the door from the arrow slits, and I didn't see any creature out there. Maybe there are other there are like windows upstairs. No, maybe we can see farther from up there. Why don't we try to get Reggie's body upstairs and...
Do we see Reggie's body?
Yes, he would be there just pretty much where you just were, Finn, in that corner by the ballista.
Okay, well let's bring him upstairs. Good idea. Use your inside voice too, Kurt.
Yeah, good thing there's no orcs around here. We know what they do with bunnies and maybe turtles. I don't know, but maybe.
Okay, let's get him.
Can we try to like team effort this, get him upstairs? Like that scene in Friends where they're trying to move the couch?
You're going to yell pivot a bunch of times?
I don't want to yell it, but I'm going to mutter it under my breath.
All right, fair enough. So you're trying to take the body of Reggie back up the same stairs you guys just came down?
Yes, I think so.
Well, yeah. If I remember correctly, this door goes. If I say this door comes around to the main lower level, but that big BEG guy came out of that hole. He's still down there, so we should bring him upstairs.
Yeah, I don't want to be downstairs while that thing is still around.
Misa, we found him.
Yes, dear, he never left.
My API wasn't working, I guess. All right, Adam, back upstairs.
All right, you guys grab the body of Reggie, and all of you start making your way up. Once again, I'm going to slide you all together. All right, group, you make your way up to the second floor. Finn, as you come around this corner, and Kat as well, you spot a humanoid figure on the west side of the room, stepping around and looking carefully.
Would the mysterious stranger like to describe his character?
Yeah, so okay, so you guys see a very well-built green-skinned orc. He carries a large war hammer. It's in his hand. The hammer seems incredibly pristine and very well taken care of, and you can see on both of the faces of the hammer is a small black eye. He seems to have like a look of worry on his face as he's searching around. But as you kind of look over and stare and kind of make eye contact with him, the first thing you really notice are the odd tattoos that are on his face. It seems to be a third eye that's tattooed in the middle of his forehead, and it seems to kind of stare right back at you, and it matches the eye that is on his hammer. You can see that he wears a leather tunic, and it lays over chainmail armor, which also looks very well taken care of, on top of being near perfect dimensions for his muscular stature. He carries a black metal shield with a silver hammer emblazoned on it, and on his neck are 2 necklaces. From your distance, you can see what looks to be like a war hammer that hangs from a chain, and then you can also make out what appears to be about 4 orc tusks that hang from like a leather strap. And a couple of them still have fresh blood on the tips of them. And he stares back at you and he says, have you seen a dwarf? Small, I'm sorry, I guess all dwarfs are small. He answers to Kadash.
Wait. Are you gonna kill us? Guys, there's someone up here.
No. I'm looking for a friend.
Hey, he's here for the turtle!
An orc, friend with a dwarf.
Yeah, I mean, not to be racist, but I mean, we've had some bad experiences with orcs, so as soon as I saw him, I probably would have drawn my crossbow, but
Oh,
if
yeah.
he doesn't look aggressive...
Dude, I'm already locked and loaded, like, aimed at him.
Yeah, but guys, look on his belt. Are those orc tusks?
And you see like a blacksmithing hammer. You probably see a couple of like metal chisels, like a little tiny small metal mining pick. And he says, look, I also have run into a few orcs out here. I know my face is not pleasant, but I honestly mean you no harm. I only came inside to find my friend, Kadash.
How did you get here? I thought the only entrance was the big portcullis down below.
There's a massive hole. I climbed underneath it and lifted the portcullis up, and then climbed to the other side.
Oh yeah, that would make sense, isn't it? That is a thing that happened. Did you see what dug the hole? We've been trying to avoid it. It was a very big, scary beastie.
I walked around looking at the dwarven ghouls. I assume you all slayed them, but followed the smell of death up the stairs, hoping I wouldn't find my friend. And it appears that you handled yourselves nicely.
Well, the only dwarf we've seen are ghoul dwarfs. We haven't seen any. Are you looking for a ghoul dwarf?
No. He's a gold dwarf. Black hair, graying at the ends. His name is Kadash Bronze Toe. I don't actually know if he has bronze toes.
Hey, what's those necklaces around your neck?
I killed a couple of orcs yesterday. These are their teeth.
That's their teeth. It's still bleeding.
Trophies.
Hey, does your eye work? The hammer, the one on the hammer looks like the one on your forehead. Is that a special weapon? And you see him staring at it inquisitively.
And you'll see he rotates it in his hand, and then he'll catch it with the hammer side facing him and the leather straps facing you, and say, sure, test its weight. Should be perfectly balanced.
I grab it. Oh, dang. It is quite balanced. Maybe a little bit of lead tape on this side of the pommel. It might be... Okay, no, that's beautiful. Do you make it?
I did make it, and I blessed it as well.
So am I blessed now, you think?
Probably not, but if you swung it, the hammer is blessed itself, so...
Well, I'll leave that to you.
My name is Gorlami Darkcloud. My family calls me Gor. G-O-R.
Why'd
they call you Dark Cloud?
Well, I'm more interested in why they call him Gore, because, I mean, that's nasty. that's not a good name somebody didn't do right by you.
Don't mind him. He's got a lot of opinions, but he's short. Shorty.
I grew up with a few kobolds. Gorlami is dwarfen. It means outsider.
Well, sounds like you might fit in with us acceptably well. We haven't seen your friend, but what makes you so sure he came here?
Well, we came across another excavation site yesterday. It was abandoned, and we slept. I awoke, and he was not here. I don't know if during his watch, if something took him or what, but just a short distance away was this here site, and the rain outside was turning the ground a shade of green. Didn't like that, so I came inside. I honestly did not mean to scare you. I apologize.
Do you think you brought the Dark Clouds with you?
Dark Cloud is my clan. Dwarven clan from Sundabar.
Did you happen to take... There was a big beast in front of the front door too. Did you kill it?
Mm-mm. I didn't see it.
Oh, that's good. It's better than it still being there, you know.
It's probably gonna come back to bite us later.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you guys kind of look like shit. Are you okay?
We've had a rough couple of minutes.
My friends just pulled me out of a chimney. I almost got eaten by giant spiders.
That sucks.
Yes, I think we should leave this place.
Speaking of which, we think there might be one next in that chimney still right next to you. You may want to move, unless you came from there.
No, I came up the stairs. I would welcome a challenge.
Well, that's where we pulled her out. I'm going to point this way. We pulled her out, and something was pulling her up. But we were able to grab her and throw her down. So there's still a live something up that chimney.
Yeah, and as the FNG, it's your responsibility to prove yourself.
I didn't
So-
want to be the first one to say it. That was good.
Like, wait, yeah, I should have said that. So I'm not the FNG anymore, eh?
No.
Oh, hand me
No.
that torch
Next
there.
in line.
I'll go Gorlami if they decide to give it time. If they trust you, then I trust you as well, or then I trust you as well. So I'm gonna kind of slowly unknock an arrow and put it back in the quiver.
I think it's safe to say that we need all the help we can get right now.
I think what you guys need is a place to catch your breath. I can look over your wounds, and I can offer you aid. In return, can you help me find my friend?
We will do everything we can to look for him. We are on a mission right now to clear this place of any hostiles, hence the spider carcasses that you might be standing on right now. But we're almost done, I think. We still have about half of this floor to go, and I don't think there's another one up above, so...
You're a healer?
I can heal.
Oh, we have our friend Reggie here. He's not doing so good. Can you take a look?
Sure.
I think the time for that might be past, but sure.
I don't know. I've heard of some people being really good at healing. I don't know.
I'm quite confident he is dead.
Oh, look, yeah.
Well, I don't want to sugarcoat it. He seems like a friend of yours.
I'm surprised Kertu hasn't tried to eat him yet.
Hey,
You're
Gore.
nasty.
Hey, Gore. Can you write?
Mm-hmm.
Reggie was a researcher, and he has this journal. I'm gonna pull it out of his pocket. It was really neat because he would tell stories about us, and he was really good at like writing this down in this journal. Do you want to maybe you could write some stuff?
I tell you what, I'll hold it for you, and we'll go from there. But right now, I think you all need to, like I said, find a better spot for us to hold up, catch your breath. And you said you need to clear this place out. Clear it out for what?
If you're familiar with the town of Phandalin, the locals asked us to establish a safe place for them to go in the event of imminent dragon attacks. They think they might have to abandon the town, and they wanted a safe place to retreat to if that became necessary.
You say dragon, you see he smiles, really, really strong smile, and he'll like cock his head and say, do you know where the dragon is now? Have you seen its lair?
Unfortunately, no.
I imagine somewhere in the mountains, but no, we haven't. We've seen it a couple of times, or maybe only once. I don't remember. Oh god, it's been so many weeks. Out of game. In game, it's been like 7 days. Anyway, not important. We've seen the dragon, we haven't seen its lair.
And it's a white dragon. I'm looking for a gold dragon, but the white one's... He's not very nice. That's the problem. He's been pestering people, and he's not a good dragon. Not yet.
I need to kill a dragon. Is it younger? Older? Have you seen its bone structure?
Kurtu's a dragon. He says he's a dragon.
I never said I was a dragon.
Look at those little wings you have.
Yeah,
I
look at
did
this.
say I have cool wings. Yes, I did say that.
Like I said,
So-
I grew up with kobolds. I've seen a fair share of them. They are draconic in a way, yes, but they are not dragons. I need a couple of scales, a few teeth, and a couple of bones. I'm looking to make a new set of armor. Trying to impress my wife's father. Or soon-to-be wife's father.
Should we perhaps take up this, and I point at the fireplace. Should we perhaps take out that spider instead of all this chit-chat?
I think we need to rest. And by the way, Gore, I think if you took Kurtu down, it'd be a lot easier than that dragon we were fighting.
I'm gonna look over at him and just try to whisper, but it's way too loud, and I'm just gonna say, his bones are too weak.
Oh,
Sorry, Kurtu.
Anyway, what's the plan, guys? You said you had a safer place to retreat to, or?
I don't, and I don't think we should go outside. That rain you hear is not typical rain.
oh, I know. Let's go into this room. There's something in there, remember?
What do you mean something?
Like a shield. There's a shield up there.
Okay.
Hey, Adam. Actually, you could probably ask that question by looking out this window here. Does this lead to like a cave, or is it outside?
That would be outside. So as you look out there, you can see the rain has picked up in its intensity. And as you look out, you can see, much like Gorlami has told you, this rain is kind of tinged green. And as the rain hits the ground, there's like this loud splatting sound. And you can see almost as though these puddles of this greenish, brackish water seems to be collecting almost at a supernaturally quick speed.
Okay, can I make any kind of check to discover what that is?
Give me a blind check. It certainly looks strange to you. You don't get the impression that this is a natural phenomenon. There's clearly something going on here, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
I told you.
What
Hey.
time? Well, I guess my question is, what time of day is it? But I probably can't tell with the rain.
It's later in the day, so you'll remember you guys did like a full days of travel to get here to Axholm, and you've been adventuring since then. So it's probably around 6 p.m. or so in the evening.
Cool.
Hey, Adam, do I see little green balls that look like balloons rolling around, or is that a different timeline?
You don't see any right now.
I understand that reference. I watched that video.
I think we were all thinking it. As you guys see Gorlami kind of shift his weight, and like you can see him up close now, you can definitely tell that he's not your typical orc that's covered in like hide, and like his manners are very well. He stands up straight. He's got good posture. He looks very strong, but he does look like he always has like a scowl on his face, like he's like unable to like even this tusk make it so he's unable to not sneer. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna walk in again because I've been here before.
As you step in, Finn, you get this strange feeling that you've been here before, like just recently. But to recap very quickly, as a lot went on since the last time you were in here, there is a fireplace built into the west wall of this room. Hanging from a hook above its mantelpiece is a steel shield that bears this symbol. And I believe you've seen the symbol once before because it was on that piece of jewelry that you got from the dwarvish ghoul behind the throne. Same symbol that you recognize as the symbol of Axholm. It is a dwarven gauntlet clutching a hand axe. That's the symbol. There's other furnishings in this room, including cots, tables, chairs, and some footlockers. They're all intact but covered in dust.
Hey, Cat, there's some stuff to look at. I want to look at that shield. Can I reach it?
If you're willing to climb up and try to wrestle it down, probably.
What if I use my far grabber?
Remind me what that is again.
It's one of my You know that those things you use to reach things top in the high shelf of the kitchen. You can just like a dinosaur or something like that. I made one of those as like a to
It's
reach
like an
things high.
artificer invention thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
yeah.
thought
I
he
mean,
was talking about Mage Hand.
yeah, I wasn't quite sure.
No.
Yeah, you think you could probably reach the edge of it. Again, depending on how well this reacher grabs and is able to hold on to heavy things at a bit of a distance. I don't imagine too well. It may clatter down because it's a pretty solid looking steel shield.
It's like you'd see them at the villages used quite often. I'm gonna try to reach it, and if I'm just tinkering with it, I'm just gonna try to touch it, and I'm just focused on getting that shield. That's just who Finn is.
Give me a blind check as you attempt to maneuver this safely off. All right, you kind of grip it with your grabber on the side, and almost immediately it falls off and makes the most noise you could possibly imagine as it hits the mantelpiece, hits the ground, hits the side, spins a bit, and you hear that wow, 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 wow sound as it's just kind of continually moving here, the steel.
It's like fool of a took.
And after that very loud echoing sound all the way throughout, you are greeted with no additional sounds other than the sound of the rain from outside.
I thought he said to use his library voice earlier.
Well, a little help would have been good. I'm gonna pick it up.
Yes, it looks to be a pretty good looking steel shield, obviously of dwarven make.
Wow, this is cool. What about the footlockers, guys?
I'll look through a footlocker.
If we clear this room, we could probably stay here.
All right, Brent, you take a couple of minutes looking through the footlockers here. Go ahead and throw me a blind check for investigation. They look all to be empty as you search through each one. You get the impression, sort of, as you're kind of opening them, that maybe they were hastily closed, as some of them are only partially closed and not really clasped closed. So you got the impression almost as though whoever was here most recently or whenever this room was vacated, they kind of did a quick grab everything they possibly could and get out.
Nothing in the footlockers of interest. Should we rest here?
I'm a little concerned that we seem to be at a dead end. This part of the building is built into the mountain, right?
Pretty much the entire fortress is built into the mountain, yes.
So what's our plan if that burrowing monster comes through the wall while we're trying to...
Well, we're upstairs. Well, I'm more concerned about this fireplace. Weren't there things in the fireplace?
We are upstairs, but the building is built into the face of the mountain, so that creature has ample room to climb up here if it really wanted to.
Oh, it could crawl on the side, maybe? You're thinking?
I'm thinking there's nothing but stone and earth this way.
Okay, well, I just would like the shield. We can go wherever you want.
Well, I think, Gook or whatever, I think he was right when he said we probably should rest for a little bit. Some of you are looking, kind of haggard.
Behind Kertu, you just see Gore shaking his head. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to rest. We're finding a place.
Well, this looks like a good spot here. There's only one way in. And I can keep watch for you guys.
I agree, and we can look out these windows, arrow slits, whatever these are, to make sure, watch to see if anything is coming towards the fortress as well. And there's nothing beneath us because I remember, there's the ballista room below, so nothing can tunnel up from below unless it can fly through the air as well.
I would recommend not getting any of that green brain on you. But if we're going to catch our breath, then give me one moment. And I'm going to cast a spell at him.
Okay.
Cool. So you see he kind of drops to a knee, and he closes his eyes, and he starts to pray. And as he prays, you see the little amulet on his chest kind of raise up off of it, and you see it's got a very recognizable holy symbol on it. And he's going to quickly point at Bryn, and then he points at Finn, and then he points at Cat. And you guys feel like a sharp inhale, and I'll say, okay, you should feel a little bit stronger, a little bit more spry. Should help you get some rest, get back to full strength.
And it looks like that was actually posted to GM, so if you'd like to just tell them what that does and then set yourself to public roll.
Sure, my bad, guys. I didn't realize it was on GM. That was from when I was building my character here. Let me flip it over, and then I'm gonna post. I'll just post the text of the spell. I cast Aid.
Cool. Duration 8 hours too. Nice, very good.
Alright, so it sounds like your goal is to attempt to take a short rest in this alcove area here.
I think that's their intention. I don't think anybody wants to say anything because they don't want to invoke bad karma.
Who did you cast that on?
Cat, Finn, and Bryn. Finn, Bryn, Cat.
Cool.
How do we denote this on our character sheet with the maximum?
I would probably just increase your current and maximum by 5, and then once the spell wears off, know that you have to deduct 5 from both maximum and current.
Okay.
I put it in my bio, just one of the empty fields there, so I don't forget.
Thank you, Gore. Can we call you that, or would you prefer we use your full name for now?
Go is fine.
Didn't feel like a dark cloud at all. It felt nice.
You know, it's interesting. If I had a copper piece for every time a mysterious stranger showed up when we were in a bind with the exact skill set required to get us out of this bind, I would have 2 copper pieces, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
I may not be as holy as you think I am, but I was blessed with some magic, yes. Moradin took interest in me.
Maybe Moradin took interest in you because of that third eye you've got. That's curious.
I have not learned what it does, but I do like it. So I put it on my armor and things.
I mean, if we lose you in town, we'll just say, hey, it's the guy with the third eye. Have you seen him? I mean, you're going to be easy to find.
I don't know how many towns like an orc there, especially with all of these marauding orcs around here.
And the fact you're an orc will make it even easier.
He's right.
Hey, Gore, you could still take his bones and stuff if you need to. No skin off my back.
Well, I think it's obvious we're not going outside anytime soon.
Shall we take a short rest in one of these rooms? Hunker down?
I think right here is good.
Is that what we are currently doing?
I believe that's the intention, unless anyone has objections.
Let's rest out here.
Alright, so is anybody doing anything in particular during this 1 hour of just trying to catch your breath and so forth, of getting a short rest?
I will slowly start. You see him kind of take his knee, and he's watching, and then he starts to pray really quickly, and I'm going to just go ahead and use this, Adam.
Okay.
Did you build it in my sheet?
I didn't, because that uses your channel divinity as well, but yeah, you can just deduct it and take it back. Or actually, I don't think you get this back until higher levels.
Yep, correct. I just use it once, and I get a second level spell slot back. Oh, I'm sorry. No higher than half, so first level spell slot.
And I'm going to, as part of this long rest, to make 6 special foods. My last, what's it called? Materials for that.
So short rest, but you're going to try to make treats as part of a short rest?
Yeah, it says I could prepare 6 treats, and it's the number of creatures equal. So 6 creatures, 1d8, 10 hit points.
All right, so you attempt to do that. That's what you're going to do during this short rest. Anything else anybody's doing in particular?
I just want to, if I can, without getting too close to these portals to the outside, just try to watch to see if I see anything coming.
Okay, got it. So you're looking outside and just continuing to keep your focus out there.
Can I roll to get rid of exhaustion?
Once
I
the
wanna
short
do that
rest
too.
is complete, you'll have an opportunity to do that. But is there anything else anybody's doing before we start seeing if the short rest goes through? All right, hearing nothing, I will go ahead and do a quick roll. All right, so an hour does indeed pass here as you guys are trying to catch your breath. Based on our house rule, each of you can go ahead and set your HP to maximum. Kat and Bryn can go ahead and make DC 10 con saves to see if they shake off their level of exhaustion. In addition, Kat, as you indicated that you're looking outside this entire time, kind of getting a focus, you can tell after about watching for 10 minutes or so that as this green rain is hitting the ground and collecting on the ground and sort of pooling, it almost looks like every now and again you can see the water start seeping out of the ground, almost like in a bubble shape, and then popping and spreading like a almost explosion of this greenish water around. When this happens, it looks like it's covering a fairly decent area, maybe 5-10 feet in radius, hard to say exactly, but it's obviously very peculiar. Finn, you're able to do your treats. You don't need anything special for this, I don't believe, so does it say you have to be able to cook these things, or is this just like you shake and bake it?
He's running to his phone. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Understood.
Yeah, we asked that last time I did this, and you granted that it would be allowed, being creative and not having to start a fire. It does say cook, though, but last time you said it was okay, so we should solidify that.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm trying to remember, is this the same one? Because it says you can cook special food. I seem to recall last time we were discussing whether or not you had to have specific things, and I said as long as you have the ingredients, like when you were in town, you would say, hey, I'm going to buy X amount of people worth of whatever. So yeah, if it says cook, I would assume you do need to have a fire of some kind, but obviously there's fireplaces around here, so if part of your short rest you're willing to spend it near one of the fireplaces and just, spend your time there cooking, you can certainly do that.
Okay, cool. So that's good. Yeah, I make sure that I say I buy 6 ingredients worth of this ability. So I bought 2 last time, so 12. This is the last one of that. And yeah, I'll use the fireplace.
Okay, so we'll assume, I'm just going to move you over here, Finn. We'll assume that you spent most of your short rest here as you maybe gathered some debris, gathered some odds and ends, and put together a meager fire that's kind of through this chimney, and you've cooked up these special treats, so that is now complete. You have your treats, and now it sounds like you have no more ingredients, right, to cook additional treats until you can get some more.
Correct.
Okay, fair enough. And I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Nobody else declared anything specific they're doing to the short rest. So, yeah, everybody's got their HP back. The 2 of you both succeeded on your save to drop off the exhaustion. So I'll go ahead and move those token icons from you guys. And if you have it marked on your sheet, go ahead and reset that down 1 level.
All right, I'm gonna come back to the group. Hey guys, come here. I had a little tiny fire. I used my library voice, but I made these 6 little bits of it's like little toasts, and it has some nice juice spread on it. You should try one. Gore, come here. I make these things. Eat it. It'll help with your health. So it's a
saying I'm unhealthy.
No, it makes you better healthy. Try it. Tell me what you think. I'm really curious.
He has very valuable skills.
Did you say valuable or valueless?
Valuable.
Oh, thanks, Cat.
He just eats it all in one big bite.
Okay, what do you think?
It's all right. Yeah.
Well,
Pretty
that's good enough. All right, 1d8 temp, everybody, except Misa.
So going back to Aomir, I know you originally said you wanted to restore your pet, but then you got distracted and went back to Bryn, saving her from the fireplace. Was it your intention to spend the spell slot to get your pet back?
Yeah, so it was to use the spell slot to get the pet back to send up to the fireplace.
Okay.
However, I'm realizing that I can't bring him back unless I take a long rest.
Well, if you had a spell slot, but I'm seeing that you don't have any spell slots.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought he used them all.
I used
Yes.
my last one for Bryn.
Okay, fair enough.
I just brought him here so that I could
Well, that's what we're going to do with him.
Oh, I was crying.
Put him in his backpack. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll bring him back later.
So the way I understand this, it's a little bit different than like a true pet that you just summon and they pop back up. This one, I understand based on reading this ability, is actually dead. So Bando is totally dead, but now because you didn't resurrect him, he's like permadead. But once you finish a long rest, you can then get a different one. So basically, you're not losing anything out except you lost the amazing name Bando, which nobody seemingly could get right in the first place.
The next one's going to be named Bando too.
Yeah, we'll just get him a new Bando. The first Bando went upstate to join the farm. Get a new Bando from the pet store.
I would name the next one Band-Aid.
Too soon.
So I definitely don't think we should go out in that rain just yet.
Yeah, did we ever I might have been distracted there, talking with kids, but did we ever did Gore explain what the rain was?
It's green and rain. I'm not the smartest one in my clan. I'll admit that.
Well, I thought possibly you might have known what it was.
Nope. It's green, not blue or clear, so
Yep. Stay away.
it's a good guess, at least. Look, let's clear the air. Alright? Elves don't like dwarfs. Dwarfs don't like elves. Both of you don't like orcs. Okay, I get it. Alright?
As you see, well, as you might not know, I am actually quite fond of dwarves.
Me too.
Can I say something in dwarvish that means I don't know, like a proclamation of friendship towards Gore?
Gore will say it back and then reach his forearm out.
Yep, and I grab his forearm as well, and I nod.
Alright. So, are you looking for the big monster that dug the hole, or what are we looking for?
I believe the big monster who dug the hole.
And there's at least one more spider.
Anything we walk into.
Yeah. Hey, Misa, I made this special one for you. I'm gonna give her one of my. Now this is the long rest treats. I'm only allowed 2, and I have 1 left. I'm 2, so I'm giving her 1, so I'll have 1 left. So that's 2 temp HP. There's no dice roll on that app.
All right, and what is this? What does this look like?
This is like a little Fig Newton.
All right, she looks at it, and you can see her face kind of spreads with glee as she looks and says, "Oh my, for me, that is so nice of you, Finn.
Oh, I hope you like it.
I can put my pill in here. I haven't taken it yet." And then she'll take her fig newt.
Good.
So, you ready?
Let's proceed.
There's at least 1 spider left, and and don't forget, there was I don't know. We thought something was around to shot me with the arrow. Remember that? What do you think about that? Like a ghost.
I have no idea what happened there, honest to God.
But I'm gonna tell Gore that there might be a ghost too, Gore, and use your inside voice.
As
don't
you're
know why
making
I'm
your
leaving.
way over to the stairwell, Bryn, this probably becomes more obvious to you than it does to Gore, but this is where you left Reggie's body, and it's not here.
Where is Reggie's body? It's gone. That monster ate it.
Look up the chimney. That's where they took you.
You know, I'm getting kind of tired of bodies disappearing on us. We probably should have learned from the first time.
Want me to give you a boost, Bryn?
No, Finn. I want you to stay right where you are and be quiet. I'll look up the chimney, Adam, and see if I can see what's up.
Give me a blind perception check as you take a peek up there. For just a split second, Bryn, you think you see something. Might it be a glowing eye? Maybe not. No, there's nothing up there.
I don't know. I thought I saw something, but then maybe not.
Well, it doesn't look like there's anything else up here unless there's like a hallway or something I don't know about.
Well, there must be some sort of creature lurking that took Reggie's body.
I could shoot a firebolt up there.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, go ahead. You could show off your firebolt skills to the FNG.
I could do that, yeah.
Adam, because it says that I have to fire at a target or anything, if I see anything like webbing or, I don't know, glowing eyes or whatever, I'll just shoot upwards at whatever.
Sure, yeah, go ahead and post a firebolt. Yeah, so creature or objects, I'm going to assume you look up, you're going to pick a web cluster, you cast the spell uttering verbal and components and motioning with your hands somatically. The firebolt streaks up and you can see it sort of lights up this chimney as it's moving very quickly up in the air, and then it strikes into the surface here as there's like various webbing and there's some broken pieces of the chimney. It doesn't make its way all the way out, and as you're looking there, you can't see out as it's so cluttered with webs and other debris and dust and soot and all that fun stuff. But yeah, it lights it up for a moment. You don't spot anything of particular interest.
Hey, we should... Sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, we should start all the fires in the fireplace.
I think so. Does anyone, Bryn, you're good at tracking, maybe anyone see any, I hate to say it, but, you know, Reggie stains, would you say, that getting dragged anywhere?
Oh, yeah. Can I look for tracks or Reggie stains, Adam?
Sure, yes, you approach here looking for Reggie stains. Go ahead and give me a blind check with survival.
Anyway, I can help her.
Are you proficient in survival?
I am, as of last level, I think.
All right, I will give her advantage on this check then. Between the two of you, putting your heads together, Bryn and Kat, you look at where the body was. There's no obvious like drag marks, and this is stone ground. There's nothing that sticks out to you that would indicate that Reggie's body was moved in one particular direction or another.
I think whatever it is just ate him.
I look up.
Yep, so the ceiling here is fairly high up, and it's still covered with webs almost everywhere. You do recall when you guys first entered here, you didn't see the spiders immediately, because there is a lot of different crevices, and again, all this web is providing a lot of visual obstruction. Certainly possible that there could be something else up there, but as you look around with your passive perception here, Kurtu, you don't see any type of threats or anything where you would say, oh, there's obviously somewhere that could be hidden, or it's not like hanging there kind of thing.
Don't take this the wrong way. You guys kind of seem paranoid.
Yeah, there was like 20 spiders in here. Maybe 30 giant spiders.
Well, if that's the case, you say there's maybe one more, then that means you killed like 29.
Just because we don't see it. There may be more. I don't know. There could be. They're hiding all over the place.
Oh, come on. We need to clear this place and get out of here.
That's right.
Let's get down these stairs. I mean, was there anything up that hallway over there? Or
No, this is
another door?
there's another door this way.
What's this room over here? Can I look through these windows, slits, whatever they are, to see what I can see?
Yes, you look through the murder hole here, and you can see a large room let out before you. It looks pretty similar to the room on the first floor with those 4 columns that are in each of the corners. As you're kind of angling your head in any which way here, Kat, you can see again these 4 pillars in this room. It almost looks like a mirror of the room down below. You, based on your passive perception, you don't spot any obvious dangers, threats, or anything along those lines.
Okay, so there's just murder holes in the middle of a wall.
Yes, yep.
Weird. Okay.
Well, it's from the back. This is a dwarven fortress. What they were doing is, I assume through those double doors on the other side is the main throne room. So if you had somebody seeking audience, well, now you had somebody to, well, it's not very honorable, but shoot them in the back.
I thought the throne room was downstairs. Well, I guess that,
Probably leads to it, I would assume, but all of these arrow slits, they're just defense positions for holding the fortress. You see the portcullis outside? Dwarven winch. Very well made. They weren't dumb dwarfs that lived here, but something must have got them.
You hear from Maiza Gorlami. She says, I know that you're new to this group and everything, but we try to be careful with our language. It's a winch, not what you said.
Did I say it with an R? I'm sorry. Winch. Winch. Is that better?
There you go.
I think he said it right, but I think one of his teeth got in the way. That's what happened.
Might get in the way of your throat.
I haven't been through this door yet.
Yep. This
Can
door,
I-
right here.
Can I go over, listen at the door, see if I hear anything on the other side?
Based on your passive perception, it is quiet.
Can I check the door for traps or locks or anything?
You can, yeah. Go ahead and give me a blind investigation check. There does not seem to be any traps, and as you check the handle, the door does not seem to be locked.
Alright, I will let someone else open the door, because I am a coward.
I'm not a coward.
Remember, I've got mage. I can open the doors from a distance. Remember last time when Bryn opened the door and right next to her was one of the bad, evil ghouls?
That was not cool.
Yeah, it wasn't cool. I didn't like that.
Hey, it worked, Adam.
Oh, no way. Okay, maybe they fixed something.
Nothing in here. Another fireplace.
As you enter this room, you can see that it is covered with wrecked cots, chairs, tables, and other furnishings. The fireplace on the east wall is blackened.
I say we just turn on all the fires. Like, why not?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with turning fires on.
Well, Cartu, you said the other one didn't go out. It was blocked by rubble. Well, if we start a fire and it has no way to escape for the smoke, then it just fills up this area with smoke.
Okay, then we wait and see if it works, and then we'll put it out.
I look over at Bryn and I whisper, "Oh, are they always this scared of fireplaces?"
That's where Bryn was being drug up. There's spiders in the spider places.
They are scared of much more than fireplaces.
And being scared of a lot of things helps keep us alive. Personally.
I've heard they've been scared of sticks before.
Shall I open this
I don't
door?
remember what you're referencing.
Mm-hmm. Open it. Let's kick some ass.
All right, you open this door, Bryn, and you see a small room laid before you with quite a bit of rubble in the near the ground and on the near the walls as well. There is a short, narrow tunnel that starts trailing off to the southeast.
Oh, that's the tunnel I tried to crawl up, remember?
Do you think this is the end of the one? Or is it a new one?
I'm sure it's the one I crawled halfway, remember? I was really brave.
Does it, Adam, does it look like a tunnel that's made by the dwarves, or does it look like more of a creature-made tunnel?
It looks more like a creature-made tunnel. It doesn't look like it was man-made or carved. It almost looks like it was dug.
Is the scale on the map accurate? Does it look like it might possibly have been that huge-ass monster, or is it
No.
the tight, narrow one?
It is a tight, narrow tunnel, yes.
Okay. I think it's probably safe to say that this is where the tunnel Finn was in leads to. I don't know how I feel about sending a small person in there when that burrowing monster could be anywhere around.
Could I do a check to see if I would know what kind of creature would make that kind of tunnel, Adam?
Sure. Give me a blind nature check. Hard to say. There's a lot of different creatures that could make something like this. I would say probably, however, being that you've encountered ghouls, and more ghouls here, your first thought would probably be ghouls.
Okay.
Alright, well,
Can I
Unless-
plug it? Do you think we got all the ghouls? Otherwise, maybe I will plug this up so they can't sneak up on us.
we did kill a lot of them, but it might be safe. If we want to make this place livable for the Phandalin folks, I don't think they want a tunnel leading to God knows where.
Can I take some of the rocks and try and push them in there to block it, Adam?
You can, but you don't think there's going to be enough rocks here to block it securely. You could build it, make it a little bit challenging for something to come through here. Probably would have to make a little bit of noise to push the rocks over, but actually blocking it off, you feel like you would need a bit of time, and then B, probably more material than what's here.
Forget it. Never mind.
It's something that can be done later.
The Phandalin people can do it.
Alright, well, unless we're all going to try to squeeze into that other room, I think we have to go downstairs to the other side of the bottom floor.
Do you want me to check this chimney to shoot another firebolt up there?
Yes, I think we should. I think we should
I think
focus
we
on the
should.
chimneys.
We don't know what's in there. We need to clean this place out.
There was a spider that was dragging Bryn up a chimney. That's all I know.
And I know that that's maybe a good spot for them to hide. But I don't want to be in here by myself if a spider comes
Oh,
out
yeah.
here. Come
I'm
on,
here.
people,
I'm
what are you
here.
doing?
I'm here, and I have my my pot lid up on my left arm as a shield. Go ahead.
Adam, I'm going to do the same thing.
Alright, as you kneel down under this fireplace and you point your finger up saying your magic words, your firebolt streaks up through the chimney, hits through all this webbing and everything, hits actually a bit higher, and suddenly you see an opening out into the sky. And you see this greenish rain starting to pummel down to you. It starts collecting on your body here, Kurtu.
Oh, that's yucky. I'm going to try to cast. I'm going to move away, Adam, and I'm going to try to do this.
Alright, so as you push yourself out of the chimney area and kind of step up and you cast Prestidigitation, you do see that the water kind of like slicks off of you and starts hitting the ground. But go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. And I assume you don't have
Yeah,
bluff right now, right?
I don't. I just didn't take it off my sheet.
All right. So as this greenish liquid is on you, you start realizing you're not feeling quite well. In fact, you are poisoned.
Oh, it must be something I hate. Oh.
It wasn't my stuff.
Guys, I found out what's wrong with the water outside. It's poison.
Oh, very clever of you, Kurtu.
Well, I need everybody to know because that's what you guys need to know this.
We appreciate your investigative drive.
You're welcome, I think.
I whispered to Cat, aren't dragons supposed to be immune to poison?
Only some of them.
Oh, okay.
Although I don't think I know that, so I don't say that.
I also don't think Gertrude's a real dragon. I'll give a little wink.
I never said I was a dragon. You guys make things up. I'm looking for a dragon.
Don't worry, dear. I remember. You said Dragorn.
I'm a Dragon. That is. Thank you very much. Thank you. You know, they can't hear as well as you can, which is very marvelous at your age.
You see she smiles and says, normally when people can't hear well, it's just that they're not paying attention.
I guess downstairs?
Yeah, I think the small people might be able to fit through these holes, but I don't think the rest of us can. If they're the same as the other ones.
They look very similarly sized, yes.
And back downstairs, there was another staircase, remember? Oh shit. It was I think it was in the eastern room past the throne. That was leading up?
Yeah, you should show us. Let's go. Come on, everybody. What do you think?
My perfect directions are very followable for the people with the higher constitutions.
With your accent, I was like, what was that what was just said? Alright, so it sounds like you guys want to all head down these stairs here?
Yes.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, so go ahead and stop moving your tokens for a moment. I'll gather you guys all together. Alright, so you guys make your way down the steps, and let me scoot you over to the other side. Alright, you find yourself coming down this stairway and back into this area that you've been once before.
I believe the way out on this side is...
Yeah, this is the door. Oh my gosh, it's raining.
I really don't like that sound.
Hey, look, guys, there's the tunnel I crawled up. It's perfect. That's exactly the tunnel. Okay, this is the spot where Reggie put that the prickly stuff down over here. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
And there should be a way, because that's where the ghouls came from, right? So I think we did go down that hallway.
We didn't go down this tunnel.
Which tunnel?
This one.
It leads into a room. Oh, let's explore it.
Wait, where's 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh, Bryn. We're going this way, Bryn.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I'll be quiet now. Go ahead.
getting out of the way for Bryn. Oh yes, they were sitting there looking at the wall. It was weird. As we're in this room, Adam, can I look at the wall to see if, like, possibly they were making any kind of, like, markings on the wall?
In the area that you're at right now?
Yeah, like, kind of try to, like... Actually, you know what? I'm a ranger. Let's see if I can track, any way for... If I can track those ghouls... Sorry, my daughter just came in.
Yeah, no worries. Go ahead and throw a blind survival check when you get a chance. Alright, so you look around this room looking for anything odd, looking to see if you can see which way the ghouls went. This whole area has this off odor, which you find reminiscent of the ghouls themselves. It looks like, just based on what you can tell from what's, you know, the rock, the rubble, all that kind of debris around here, they were kind of making the area just south of you here probably a den and moving backwards and forward in this rough area. There's not like an obvious sign of where they would go, but at the same time, again, being undead creatures, you don't think that they would have to go out to get water or have to go out and get food necessarily. So it seems like they mostly have been hunkering down in this area.
Okay, yep. Oh, wow. They went up downstairs. Okay, cool. So it just seems like they were just hanging out in there. Cool.
There's stairs up here, guys.
Do these stairs lead up or down?
They lead up.
They do indeed, yes.
Are these the ones you talked about?
We've never been down here before.
No, actually, but it does go up, and...
Be on your guard.
Alright, so you guys all prepare to head up. I want to combine you all again one more time.
Adam's leveling up and down in roll 20.
Well, I know there is a script that exists called Teleport that you can set like a pad on the ground, and when someone touches it, it automatically moves them to the other pad that you set, kind of like connecting them. So I think that's the next one I'm going to explore to kind of make this process a little bit more streamlined. Alright, group, you ascend the stairs and find yourself looking up into another hallway.
Before we cross out of the hallway, Adam, can I just like poke my head out and look a good left and right?
Yes, based on your passive perception, you look very quickly at both north and south here, but you don't see anything out of the ordinary. There is obviously a door straight across from you, and to the south you can see a set of stairs that descend downwards.
Nothing obvious. Come on.
How did they get... could I look around and try to look for footprints that might indicate where they've been moving the most?
Sure, go ahead and throw me a blind survival check.
I think I might see something.
Bryn, as you think you might see something, I imagine, as you guys have not described, that you're trying to necessarily move up here particularly stealthily. So as you guys, and especially those of you in heavier armor, as you're making your way through this hallway, get to this side here, Bryn, you notice the luminous, wispy form of a female elf floats in the dusty hallway before you. Its face wreathed in a tangle of gossamer hair, its body clad in spectral rags that flutter around it. The apparition's face becomes a mask of rage as it screams, "Get out of my house!"
Let's listen to the lady.
Aomir, you look around here looking for any signs of where creatures went or anything, again, out of the ordinary based on your survival skill, but nothing jumps out to you and gives you any kind of indication here.
Bad beats, man. Okay.
Misa, there's a ghost. There's a ghost up here, Misa.
Well, that's not good.
Can Hey, you, short one.
Yes, me. What?
You, first of all, never told me your name.
Oh, Finnegan Tiglo.
Hi, Finnegan. I see you have a lot of little gadgets. Do you have
Yeah.
anything for invisibility? You know, ghosts go invisible. You got anything for that?
All right, so after she said this, and you guys essentially stayed where you were, turned your back, at least you, Gorlami, to begin speaking with Finn, you notice she begins to move in anger. All right, Kat, you're currently in the hallway. You hear all this excitement or commotion as they're discussing to the north. You are the quickest to act. What would you like to do?
I mean, I don't know what she's doing though, so.
She's coming for us.
We're supposed to
that's
clear. We're supposed to clear the area.
That's not good. Oh shoot. So then, this guy's an orc, right? He's super tall.
He is. I would assume so. Yeah.
All right. If she's coming at us like aggressively, they said. So
Yes.
I'm gonna. Let's see here. Oh god. So 5, 10, I can move through allies, right? 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep, that's a ghost, all right. So I'm just gonna take a shot at her. No sneak attack because it doesn't look like that's gonna happen anytime soon. So this is just a straight attack at her, no sneak attack, nothing.
Your bolt sails wide.
That's unfortunate. So then I'm gonna bonus action dash, cunning action. So, well, I had 5 more movement left, so that's 30, and then dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, Bryn, you're the next to react.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. 5. I will throw a javelin at her.
All right, you step into the hallway, grab a javelin from your side, throw it through the air towards the creature. You go ahead and set yourself back to public rolls there, Bryn, but unfortunately that will miss.
Alright, I will step back.
All right, Kurtu.
A ghost? I've never seen a ghost before. Holy smokes! I've been practicing this one.
And Adam, I know it's at disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
That won't affect saving throw spells, so go ahead and throw me a spell effect roll.
Okay.
Okay, this will be considered a fumble for you since you rolled a nat 1 on this, so go ahead and roll a spell fumble. Okay, so as you cast this spell, it probably makes a loud bang slash smoke type of motion. Gorlami and Bryn are very much startled by this, but no one's nearby the creature, so the creature cannot take any kind of opportunity attack here.
Oh no, the ghost scared me.
Okay, Aomir.
Okay, I'm gonna move right there and take an arrow shot.
Your arrow sails wide.
Wow. All right, boys. Yeehaw! I'm moving 15, that's 30 total. 5. That's my turn!
Finnegan.
I'm going to move up 5, 10, 15. As I pass Gore, I say, Kurtu tends to do that quite often. And from there, I'm going to get my Zippo out. Fireball! Oh,
my
shit.
God.
I'm sorry. I would roll first and then talk.
Okay, let me find a fumble.
So what do you guys want to do for the next campaign?
You are quite embarrassed here, Finnegan, as your firebolt probably hits like 20 feet in front of her in the ground.
I gotta fix the Zippo. 5, 10, 15. There you go.
All right, Miza, not wanting to get up into the thick of things, will stand back here, but she gets her pouch dust ready to go.
I think you should do something. Like, you always have good rolls.
Gorlami.
Alright, Gorlami's gonna poke his head out. Okay, so that's 5 to get there. And you guys see him kind of flex his arms really strong, and then his hammer kind of pulses, and you see those 2 eyes kind of flash up. And he's gonna sprint in her direction.
Oh,
That is 30 to get right there. And I'm gonna do this, Adam. I think you added it for me. You did. Look at you.
of course he did.
He knew I was gonna use it. All right. So as a bonus action, I'm gonna use my adrenaline rush, and you guys probably have recognized this before. And he's gonna wrap around to the back end of the creature, and then he's gonna bring his mighty warhammer down on her.
All right, your Warhammer will connect. Is your Warhammer magical?
It is. It has my blessing of the forge.
All right, your Warhammer smacks into her. Go ahead and post damage. And wounds her.
And then,
He's showing us
gonna-
up, guys.
Then he's gonna put his shield up and like shield his face from her, because he doesn't trust Ghost, and he's just gonna like hold his ground and hope that somebody else comes around the corner. He's never fought with him before, so he doesn't know what people do.
We're just gonna leave you.
Okay, so
That's low man work.
so when you say you're putting your shield in front of your face, what is your intent here?
I don't want to.
Are you blinding yourself to her?
I know, like, because I've been with dwarfs when I was reading over, like, history of dwarf on the Wikipedia and stuff. They talked about Ghost a lot, and I know that Gorlami's probably familiar with it, so he's probably going to divert his eyes from her. After hitting her, he's going to try to turn away and shield himself from her.
Okay, so you can no longer see her at this point in time then. So any attack she would make would have advantage against you, and you will not be able to take opportunity attacks. So she's actually going to fly away from you over to here, and as she does, she is going to intensely focus as her face kind of flashes with this necrotic energy, and she spins around with this horrific look upon all of you here. So I need a wisdom saving throw from everybody, except for Gorlami.
Okay, mine's with advantage because I'm a gnome. Ha!
For what purpose?
Gnome cunning. It has advantage of wisdom, charisma, saving throws against magic. Intelligence,
This
wisdom,
is
and
not magic.
charisma. Oh,
So that would affect like spells and that type of thing. Not
Can't do it.
necessarily this.
can't do anything. Wisdom save. All right. There.
All right, Finnegan, you find yourself filled with fear at the sight of this creature. Bryn, Cat, Kurtu, you do not. Aomir? Aomir, you are also filled with fear So let's see. I'm gonna put the fright. So I'm gonna ask you guys to do these now that we've got the toggle condition. Should be real easy. So again, just a real quick reminder: click on your token, hit that toggle condition button at the top, choose frightened, hit OK, and then that should throw the frightened icon upon your tokens. All right, so that was her turn. As a reminder, for frightened, you cannot move closer to the opponent, and while they're in your line of sight, you have disadvantage on any attack rolls against them. Okay, top of the round, we move to Cat.
Alright, Cat is not afraid. Well, Cat is afraid, but Cat is not mechanically afraid. So, I'm going to move... Yeah, Aomir's too tall for me to shoot through, so I'm going to move 5, 10. Let me get my little tool. Clear enough?
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to shoot, and I'm going to spend my last hero point to try to make sure this hits. I have 1 left. So, I click...
Should be the top
Where do I
attack in
click?
your attack list to spend that hero point.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, nice. Well,
So
add
plus
8 to your
8.
attack roll. Yeah, that'll certainly connect. Luckily with your hero point, otherwise you would have missed.
Dun, dun, dun.
And sneak attack with melee.
Yep.
It does qualify for sneak attack, yep.
Oh, I didn't put... fuck. I must have untapped. So I'll just roll...
Yep, you can just
2d6.
roll it or click it on the sheet, whatever's easier for you.
So that's 11, and my crossbow is magical because of Finn's enchantment.
Yes, luckily you have that +1 in there, so I didn't even need to ask. Yes, it does indeed hit her and solidly effective.
That is 10, and then I'm gonna... I don't want her getting close to me, so I'm going to... Is it gonna piss you off if I say I want to go down these stairs? And,
No, but
off-map again?
mechanically I probably won't move you to the other floor. I'll just have you go to the bottom and then tell me how far you want to go.
I want to... I use 10, so 5... Let me count. 5, 10, 15... So I'll definitely go the full 20. And then... Yeah, I'll use my bonus action, cunning action, to dash 20 more feet away. And just turn around and get ready to... Well, I can't ready an action, but I still have my crossbow in hand. Down there.
Okay.
So I'll move my token here, and then we'll just say I'm... Oh, fuck me, I can't do math. 35 feet farther away?
Okay, gotcha. Okay, Bryn, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna hack out with my greatsword.
You slash out with your greatsword and it connects. Wounding the ghostly creature as the magical blade slices into it.
Yay!
Okay, Kurtu.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna say anything else.
Alright, go ahead and throw me a spell effect roll. Yes, this will take effect as your mind sliver strikes her and wounds her a bit psychically.
And just as
Whoa.
a reminder,
Didn't work.
the next roll, I think,
You roll a
Yep.
d4 and we apply a minus whatever you roll to her next saving throw.
yep.
That was amazing.
So go ahead and throw that d4 now, and I'll just add it to the token with the down arrow so we know, don't forget that one. And then we will move to Aomir's turn next.
Okay, I'm gonna move this right here, 5 feet. With disadvantage, I'm gonna take a shot.
That will miss.
Okay, and then you know what? I'm gonna stay here. Brace for impact.
Okay, Finn.
Ah, it's a ghost!
Your firebolt misses.
I run 5, 10, 15. Cat, there's a ghost! Hide!
It is
She's
35
further away.
feet that way.
Alright, I'm gonna be I'm not gonna get off map, but I'm gonna be... I think that's fine. Right there.
Misa throws some pouch dust, which does indeed strike the ghostly figure and wounds it. And then she'll back up a bit. And then we move to Gorlami's turn.
Okay. Gorlami lowers his shield and sees that she's not in front of him still and says, "Oh!" And then you see him kind of raise his hammer up, and as he does, this like flash of light comes to the end of it, and then he like points it forward, and you see like a streaking ball, kind of like a volleyball spike in her direction, and he's going to do Guiding Bolt.
Yes, that will indeed connect. Go ahead and post damage. Alright, that radiant energy strikes her and wounds her.
He's gonna step forward 1 square, growl, and like clap his shield and say, "Come on!"
Alright, she is going to fly down to here and let out this terrible wail, making sure to get Cat exactly at the range of where she went, plus getting Gorlami, so every single person is affected by this, so I will need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this could be bad.
Oh.
Can I use my inspiration if I fail?
You can, yes.
So, inspiration. There we go.
Good call.
Yeah, not gonna fuck with a Banshee.
So Misa unfortunately will fail this save and drop to 0 HP. The rest of you will succeed, so you're going to just suffer some damage. So that will be 5 points of psychic damage to each of you. From there, you will then see she flies this way and through the wall. Bryn, if you wish to take an opportunity attack against her as she's moving through the wall, you can. Your blade does indeed connect against her as she's moving through the wall. Go ahead and post damage. This will wound her as you see her continually moving through the wall.
Wow, that was a lot of damage those last 2 rounds.
Top of the round, we move to Cat.
It's magic weapons coming in. So Cat is fine actually, because I didn't even get through her temp HP. Where did Misa come down with me, or did she?
She
I'm
did
sorry.
not,
Where?
no.
Misa's upstairs. She's right up here.
So I will use my bonus action dash to, well, my movement first to get 5 feet off map. Then my bonus action dash to get back onto the map. Where did Finn say Misa was?
I'll point. He's around the corner this way. Last I
So
saw
I'm
her.
here. I have 25 left. So 5, 10, 15. I don't see the ghost.
You do
So
not.
So I'm not going to attempt to shoot anything. I'm going to try to get to Misa and attempt to stabilize, because I don't think I have a potion on me. No. So I will use my action to attempt to stabilize her.
All right, go ahead and give me a blind medicine check.
Blind check.
All right, you're able to tell that while she is unconscious, she is mechanically speaking at 0 HP, no risk of dying from death saves, but she is completely depleted of her HP.
Okay. So I have 5 more feet of movement left. I will come back to Aomir and ask him where she went.
And, I'm going to lift up, shaking a finger through the west wall.
Okay, I can't follow her through walls, but I'll try to find a way around. That's my turn.
Hey, we're still afraid of her, even though can't see her.
You have the frightened condition upon you, but you don't, because she's not within your line of sight, that is not affecting you.
I'll take it off then.
Wait, potentially we could run after her?
If
Yeah, you're not frightened anymore, right?
If you think you know where she's at, you can go wherever you like. It's just as soon as you see her, then you wouldn't be able to get any closer.
Cool.
Bryn, it is your turn.
Oh, so where did she go west through? Exactly.
5 feet southwest of you.
And this is a door.
That is a door, yes.
Found her.
Boop, boop.
Your blade connects against her, Bryn. Go ahead and post damage.
Ooh.
Yes, and with this final slash of the magical blade, you see this ethereal form of hers is untethered as she discorporates.
We only needed a fucking 12, and we missed every attack on
You
the
guys were
first round.
like nat wanting a bunch of stuff.
Oh my god.
All right, guys, you have
That's my
successfully
Natalie.
defeated this quote-unquote ghost and find yourselves looking around at one another as wondering how everybody's doing.
Misa, are you okay?
I think we're
Misa.
fucking fine.
Misa is unconscious.
I'm rushing around the corner. Where is she? Let me.
She's down here. She's down here. Can you help?
It's not in. It doesn't look like she's at risk of death, but
Where's the banshee?
As a quick description here, Bryn, this room that you're in, which you stepped in to defeat this ghostly creature, you do notice in the middle of the room stands a carved stone tub filled with gnawed dwarven bones. The tub actually has a faucet upon it.
Alright, let's heal Misa first and then we'll tackle that.
Okay. I can heal her. You see him blow out this kind of like cartoonish gust of wind, and he's gonna heal and word her.
All right, with this restoration of some life, you see her eyes sputter open. Oh my goodness, that terrible, terrible sound.
you know, all things considered, I think that went rather well. I'm pleasantly surprised. Never fought a ghost before.
Aomir, you see she holds her hand out, hoping you'll assist her to stand up.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna help her up.
All right, she thanks you. You see she like pats your hand as she finally stands up and says, "Oh, that was dreadful." And she looks at all of you and looks like, you know, realizing that you're all totally fine and nobody really got hurt by this. You see she has a little bit of a blush on her face as she kind of like, "Ah."
It's
You
okay.
know, I was feeling like it was gonna really fuck me up for a second there, but we're good.
It's okay, Misa. Here, I have another Fig Newton. Take this.
Why would an elven ghost say that a dwarven area is theirs? That's just not. That's odd.
So you're giving her your other treat for 2 temp HP?
Yeah.
Did she retain her temporary HP even though she dropped to 0?
I would
does
say
that work?
no, because it says it takes you right to 0, so that would burn through temp HP as well.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, having defeated this Banshee and gotten Misa back up on her feet, there is the rest of this area to explore. But as we're about halfway through our session, let's go ahead and pause here for our 15-minute break.
Thank God, I desperately need the bathroom.
Perfectly timed. All right, see you guys
There you
back
go.
in
There
15.
you go.
Good job, everybody.
Same bit.
Alrighty, welcome back everybody to our second half of our Dragon of Icespire Peak session. The group is currently in Axholm, having just defeated this ghost-like creature. But unfortunately, as just a few moments have now ended since this loud wail has echoed throughout Axholm, team, you can certainly hear the sound of movement around you. Does anybody do anything immediately upon hearing this movement coming from both above and below you?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here.
I will undo token lock for a brief moment as I haven't heard this information. You can choose what you like to do.
I'm gonna just get a little bit closer to Kurt too, because I don't want too much space. A little bit
Don't.
is necessary, but
I'm gonna say,
All
Misa,
right.
do you hear that? Do you hear that?
She nods as she looks around, but she's not sure right where it's coming from. You see her kind of scanning around as you say this to her, Finn. But as you guys quickly reposition yourselves, I'm going to go ahead and lock tokens here. as suddenly the door to the north is thrown open. And group, we find ourselves in another battle.
Oh, I thought you meant above, like, on the ceiling. You meant above, like, north.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so as this sound rings out, let me make sure I've got all 42 of the enemies in the initiative order real quick. Okay, Bryn, you are the quickest to react as you hear this sound almost like all around you. Think of it as an echo, perhaps, of this wail. Clearly, it attracted attention of other beings in Axel. What would you like to do?
I will run as far as I can. Is this door, I can see them, but they seem like kind of dark? Oh, no, never mind. How far was... Oh, sorry, I'm on my laptop, so I can't see.
Looks like that was 30 feet to get there.
Okay, then I'll go as far as I can and throw a javelin at that one in the initial stack.
Alright, you rush past Gorlami, take a hand off your great sword, grab onto a javelin, throw it forth. It does indeed connect as it slams into the creature and wounds it. Alright, before Cat's turn, Kurtu, you hear the sound of another door opening to your west.
And are those dwarves coming to the rescue?
Coming down the hallway, you spot an ugly-looking undead creature. It looks similar to these ghouls, but there's something about it a bit more prominent, perhaps, as it makes its way closer to the group. In addition to that, Finnegan, from down below where you were here, you see come rushing up the stairway is another ghoul.
Ah!
As it makes its way up the stairway, getting next to you, Finnegan, give me a defense roll, please. Its claws slash into you, dealing 7 points of slashing damage, and I will need a Constitution saving throw. Alright, you suffer the damage, feel your body kind of get rigid just momentarily, but you fight it off as we move to Cat's turn.
Alright, Cat's turn. Cat. Looks like no matter what I do, this guy's gonna have cover from me unless I'm... Can I shoot over Kurtu?
You probably could, but based on the way your arrow is, let's just see. Yeah, I would say you could shoot over Kurtu.
Then I will steady aim shoot at him.
Alright, you fire at advantage.
Fire at advantage, so sneak attack. That's not the right button.
Yes, bolt does indeed connect, hitting him right in the chest, and he drops immediately.
Alright, I cannot move, so... And that was my bonus action. We're good.
Okay, Gorlami.
Well, let's, he's going to shoulder past Bryn and come to the door here. And shut it. Does it open to me or away from me, Adam?
I would say it opens away from you, so you're pulling it close to you.
Okay. Can I...
So remind me, what do you have in your hands right now? Shield and a weapon, right?
Hammer, yeah, you're correct. So, never mind, let's just leave the door open. I don't want to let go of my stuff. Okay. I'm just going to hold my ground here, Adam. And the minute that somebody takes a step into my one of the ghouls takes a step into my melee range, I'm going to swing my hammer at it.
Okay, so you're ready in action to attack.
Shield up. Let's go.
Kurtu, still feeling under the weather here. Your turn.
It really doesn't matter. I normally roll low anyway, right? So, you know, but I'm gonna say
There's a mean baddie over here.
I'm gonna try to hit him with firebolt anyway.
All right, you line up a firebolt towards the creature to your west. It fires off and does indeed connect. Go ahead and post damage.
And Adam, that was at advantage too, because
I can't imagine
smaller.
how with disadvantage. See, there you go. Try to get greedy.
There you go, right?
Your firebolt of the nail size hits him and wounds him slightly.
I would
That's
throw him
good.
the +1 just out of pity, personally.
Can you imagine rolling that crit and getting 2 damage on 2d10? That'd be rough.
Oh, man.
You know, I'm just glad I hit. Let's just take it one great thing at a time, right? All right.
All right, Gorlami, this guy does indeed step in right next to you. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. Huzzah!
Your Warhammer connects as it slams into him. All right, smashing into him solidly and wounding him.
Stick my tongue out and try to match my tongue with its tongue's movements.
All right, as you attempt to mimic the creature, it reaches out, attempting to grapple you. I'll need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check, please.
Athletics it is, Adam. You want me to make it private, or?
Nope, you can just roll it publicly. The creature does manage to grab onto you and pulls you backwards into the room.
This is where I wanted to be anyways. Haha!
All right, that will be the creature's turn, and next up will be Aomir.
Hey, I was muted. This guy, he's gonna die. Am I still muted?
No, you're
Oh,
not.
you're
I'm
good.
sorry.
We
Go
can
ahead.
hear you.
Who was the guy again? I lost for whatever reason.
Oh.
My little turn tracker lost its move button, so I had to do a little funky stuff there. Who's your target?
The guy to the very east.
All right, so you're shooting over Finn's head here, but down the stairs, so I would say he will get cover here.
How much cover?
Doesn't
Just
matter, you have
partial cover.
sharpshooter.
Yep, so yep, no effect on you then.
Okay, cool. Yeah, bah! Look at that. It's not gonna hit.
It is unfortunately not, as you try to aim very precisely, but no.
Man, I'm all out of spell slots. Sorry, buddy.
All right, Gorlami, you're going to notice this one moves here, closes the door, and then attacks you on the flank. Defensive roll, please. All right, as his claws come slashing in, you manage to see them and evade them.
Doing this shit again, huh, boys?
We move to Finnegan's turn.
Alright, action disengage, move 5. Miza, there's one down the stairs, look out! 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay, Miza's turn. Having heard you say that, she's going to step over to here and throw some pouch dust at the one she can see. Yes, that will indeed affect him as the radiant energy strikes into the ghoul. Okay, next up we have this creature here. Alright, he is going to attempt to attack Gorlami with his claws. Defensive roll, please, Gorlami. Nice, that will count as a fumble for him. Go ahead and roll a melee fumble. Alright, if you choose to attack this target, you will have advantage on your first attack roll next round. Alright, popping up down that hallway is another ghoul. Aomir, you see it plummets right through its ally here as it rushes up to get next to you. And as it looks towards you, you see instead of trying to hit you with claws, it tries to bite you. Go ahead and give me a defensive roll, please. Yeah, you managed to evade the bite. Alright, coming up from the other way is another ghoul who turns the corner and notices a tasty Finn snack and steps up to Finn. Finn, defensive roll, please. As the claws slash out towards you, you also evade. Finn, another of these creatures comes up, blocking up this hallway and slashes out with its claws, this time connecting against you for 6 slashing damage and a con save, please. Finn, you find yourself paralyzed. Please add the paralyzed token to your character. Alrighty, ignore that other damage roll, and we move to Bryn at the top of the round.
Alright. I'm gonna zip up here. Open the door.
Oh, you guys are done for now.
Smack that one.
Alright, Bryn, you open the door with the creature on the other side sort of blocking the door here, so as you're trying to push it open, you've got a gap, you slash through the gap, it does not connect.
Dang it! Well, I got your back, Gore.
Alright, coming around the corner and finding the nearly defensive cat, steps forward this creature. As it gets up next to you, Cat, you see it quickly slashes out with its claws. Defensive roll, please. Managing to connect against you, Cat. 10 points of slashing damage, and I will need a Constitution save.
It's not good.
Alright, you feel your body getting ready to seize up, but you fight through it. Alright, next up is this creature. Can't really get through here, and you just see it scratching on the wall, trying to find a way through, but doesn't really have one. As we move to Cat's turn. Cat, at the start of your turn, this terrible odor seems to emanate from this creature. Give me a Constitution save, please.
Okay. You know, I just closed my character sheet because I didn't think this would be an issue.
You manage to get your hand up near your mouth quick enough, cough a little bit, but you're able to fight through this.
Great. So I'm going to bonus action disengage. So now I can step away. That door is open by Miza, right? Yeah, I can see through it.
It is open.
So
yes.
now that nothing is within 5 feet of me, I should be able to they're down the stairs, right? So I may not even be able to see them.
If you were shooting
bottom.
past Finn, I would certainly give them cover, yes.
5, 10, 15. What about now? Can I hit this guy?
Yeah, you can shoot at that one.
Alright, so yeah, I will go ahead and do that.
So just so you're aware, this will not qualify for sneak attack because Finn is currently paralyzed.
That's fine. I don't think I have a good shot on this one.
You do not.
Yeah, so I'm going to take the shot at the one I have the best chance to hit with.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you line up this shot at the one southeast of Finn here.
And I'm going to fumble it.
You are indeed. Range fumble, please. Alright, your turn ends immediately here, and you're considered surprised until the end of your next turn.
I guess that's the end of my turn.
It is indeed Gorlami. We move to you, currently grappled by the creature to your north. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna laugh and control my breathing, and you see him close his eyes, and you see that amulet on his chest kind of lift up again, and then his eyes flash open, and there's this like divine light from him, and you see his hammer glows, and it kind of glows bigger, and he's gonna cast spiritual weapon. I didn't see a token at him.
I don't know if we have the spell templates in this one or not. I can bring it over real quick though. So, which one was that striking against?
It's this square striking the guy who's grappling me.
All right, yeah, that'll certainly connect. Go ahead and post damage. I'll try to transmogrify that over real quick. Okay, so that spiritual weapon will indeed connect and wound him.
All right, and then I'm going to take my own hammer, and I'm going to try to aim it, time it, and catch him over my shoulder and hit him in the head. Same guy. Comes my strike. Huzzah!
That will connect. Yes, you managed to smash his face right in as he collapses to the ground.
Wait, I was grappled at him. Do I have disadvantage on attacks against him? I'm not trying to.
Nope, grapple doesn't do that.
That's just restrained, right?
But you had an advantage, I thought, with what you did last time or something that would have equaled it out.
That was this guy, but I wanted to get my grapple off, and then I'm gonna move to here, Adam.
Okay.
In my turn.
All right, we'll move to Kurtu's turn.
The big baddie's still coming!
Disadvantage at him.
I assume that's to the guy straight north, and that will miss.
Yeah, sorry, that's this guy.
Yes,
Yep,
Fireball
straight north.
will swing wide. You step behind the elderly grandma.
Yeah, she's taller than me.
I have to
so,
say that every time someone does it. It is.
Yeah.
That was my plan if I didn't.
All right,
Yeah.
Aomir, your turn.
Yeah, this guy. Well, so I look up at the hallway and I see like FNG's handling business. I look down and see Cat shooting at those guys. I can't really do much with these guys, so I'm gonna yell to Kurtu. Yeah, let's take out the big one. I can't really do much with those guys because they're 10 feet. They're 5 feet next to me. Actually, I might. Yeah, I'm gonna try to take out that guy. Yeah, I changed
Okay.
on.
So you try to fire through the first guy into the second guy. Go ahead and make an attack at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. You're right.
It's if anything is next to you.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
This is where I get my turn timer clicking. Doot, 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 doot.
Yeah. All right. Dropping my bow, pulling out a short sword, stabbing this guy.
Bow clatters to the ground. Short sword in hand. You stab outwards. Go ahead and make your attack. But that will miss.
All right. Yeehaw! Brace for impact. We're gonna die, guys. Well, I am.
All right,
We're
on
fine.
this side, Gorlami, this creature tries to hit you again with its claws. Managing to connect against you, Gorlami, hitting you for 9 points of slashing damage and a con save needed.
Okie dokie.
Yes, you feel your body starting to freeze up for a moment, but you fight through it. Finn, unfortunately, you are paralyzed, so your turn ends, but you can make a new save at the end of your turn to try to shake it. And you manage to do so. Please remove the paralysis token marker. Miza's turn. She will throw She's going to throw some pouch dust at the one just next to Aomir here. But it will not take effect. She doesn't want to leave this area too cluttered, so she'll step back here for now. Alright, this one's turn also going to attack you, Gorlami. Another defensive roll, please. Yes, you managed to evade this strike. Moving down to this one, Aomir. He is actually going to attempt to plow through you. Do you try to resist him?
Do I know which way he's going?
He's trying to enter your square and push through you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll resist.
Alright, so you can choose to make... if you're trying to prevent him from moving through, you'll have to use athletics here to basically muscle him and make it where he cannot get through. So go ahead and throw me an athletics check, please. Yes, as he throws his weight against you, you brace for the impact and manage to make it where he cannot move through. With this, instead, he will attempt to slash you with his claws. Defensive roll, please. Unfortunately, this will catch you as you get dealt 7 points of slashing damage, but no con save as you are an elf.
Cool.
Alright, this one here is going to slash at Finn once again. Finn, defensive roll. That does indeed connect against you, Finn. You will suffer 6 slashing, con save. You succeed on that, not paralyzed. This one is going to move around to here and then attack at Cat. Cat, defensive roll, please. Oof, critical hit against Cat. Please roll a slashing crit against yourself. Alright, there you go. Just a normal crit.
Hey.
So just 6 slashing, but a con save, please.
Con save is on the character sheet again. Regretting not being an elf.
Yes,
Yep, that's
unfortunately,
paralyzed.
you are paralyzed. Cat, please add that token marker. Top of the round, Bryn. You have this door still between you, Bryn. So again, I want to make sure you're visualizing this properly. The door is slightly ajar, and you've got your greatsword trying to get through there and smack it. So you can, of course, try to do that again. But just so you're aware, this is obviously granting cover to the opponent because you don't have a clear shot.
Okay, so can I walk away and will he get an opportunity attack?
You don't think so? No, because with cover, he doesn't have a clear shot at you either.
Okay. Gore! It looks like my pals need help.
I got this. Go on. Stupid fucking ghouls. Kick some ass, Bryn.
Alright. I'll run there.
As you step past this enemy and get out of his range of striking, he will take an opportunity attack against you, Bryn. Give me a defensive roll, please.
Okay.
This is going to connect, and as this creature's claws slash into you for 11 points of damage, I will need a con save as this paralysis is so powerful it even affects elves. Luckily, however, you are not affected by this.
Okay. Aomir, we gotta help the little guys out. And I'll try and hit that one.
Alright, you swing around the corner trying to hit at this creature. Yes, you manage to find a line that you can slash in and wound him. Wow, with a mighty blow, he is wounded badly.
Oof, good.
Okay, this one, as he has a clear way to go to the unfortunately paralyzed Cat, he is going to step right up there and take advantage of that. So Cat, defensive roll at disadvantage, that is going to connect. You're already paralyzed, so he's going to go for the bite. So this is going to be a critical piercing attack, please. Damage dice twice together and minor injury. Okay, so let me roll that damage, and please go ahead and roll on the minor injury chart there, Cat.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
All right, it's going to be 18 points of piercing damage against you, Cat. And yeah, so randomly determined. So yeah, I guess just roll like a D2, and 1 will be left arm, 2 will be right arm.
I just hit the minus button and my whole screen fucked up. It's
Well, that's
18,
not
you
good.
said?
Yes, 18 total.
I'm in trouble.
And then once your screen loads back up, just roll a 1d2. Okay, there we go. So left arm will be the injured arm, and you cannot use that to hold a shield, and you have disadvantage on any rolls involving. So obviously crossbow's two-handed, so disadvantage
Yep.
on that. All right, that's that enemy's turn. Okay, we move to this guy. Again, still can't get in there because he's blocked, so not much he can do. So, Cat, we move to your turn. You're paralyzed, so your turn ends, but then you can take another con save to try to shake that off.
Yep. Try. Nope.
No, you're right. Unfortunately, still paralyzed, so move to Gorlami.
Okay, Gorlami does not like being in the corner, knowing Bryn moved away. He's going to move to here. And he's going to bring his hammer down on front of the one, or on top of the one, hopefully in front of the door.
This is your Warhammer or the Spiritual Hammer?
This is my Warhammer right now.
Warhammer, got it. Okay, yeah, so you make an attack to your enemy to your south. Nice, that will be a critical hit. Go ahead and throw a bludgeoning crit. All right, maximum result possible. Okay, so we'll take max. Go ahead and post the damage, and I'll just find out what your max is. Okay, so that's it. So you hit him for 13.
That's max.
And you hit him with such force, you actually push him through, knock the door off the hinges as he flashes way back out into the hallway.
Stupid. And then my other hammer, while I'm like pointing it at him and say stupid, it's going to ring down and try to strike the one beside it. And then I build a attack for it so it doesn't use spells. Here we go.
Okay, that unfortunately will miss. I like the SW smack though.
Alright, I'm just going to move here and block off the doorway so this guy can't be sneaky. And then I'm also going to move my spiritual weapon beside me. Actually, I can move it 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's move it out the door.
But the only thing I'm not sure is, can you attack with it and then move it? Post that one real quick, but if that's the end of your turn, just go ahead and end your turn. Post that text for me. I'll double check it as we move on to Kurtu's turn.
Not a problem.
Alrighty, Kurtu, your turn. Still feeling ill. How long is this going to last?
Wrong one, sorry.
Oh, probably another couple rounds, Adam, until, I'm rolling 4d6s times 6. Who knows?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and shoot it at the big guy right to my right.
Okay, big guy to your right. Yes, even with disadvantage, that firebolt does indeed smack into him. Go ahead and post damage.
Yep.
Alrighty, that singes him as that firebolt smacks solidly right into his neck. Anything else on your turn? Kurtu. Alright, move a little bit more out of the way. Anything else, Kurtu? Alright, you open the door. Alright, move to Aomir's turn now, surrounded by undead creatures. Aomir, what do you do?
Alright, I'm going to try to do something kind of crazy here. I'm going to shove action this guy to try to push him away from me.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics check as you push against him. You manage to shove him backwards 5 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna drop my bow, grab my sword,
So your bow's
or drop
already on the
my
ground.
sword, grab my bow, if that's
Okay.
possible.
Sure, so you drop your sword to the ground, it clatters there, and you pick up your bow.
Okay, I'm gonna move right here. Yes, I will take the opportunity attack.
Alright, go ahead and roll that defensive roll as you move away from that opponent.
And as I'm moving through Bryn, I'm gonna tell Bryn to hold the door.
6 points of slashing damage, no con save because you're an elf.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, this ghoul that got sent reeling now realizes, hey, there's an elf right next to me. So he steps down and attacks Aomir. Another defensive roll, please. Yeah, these claws will get through your defenses once again, Aomir, for 9 slashing damage as they rend into you. And Finnegan is no longer paralyzed, so it is Finnegan's turn.
Alright, I'm going to disengage 5, 10, 15, 20. From there, I'm moving here. So I will take an opportunity attack.
So
But is he- is he-
You're
unfortunately, as you-
disengaging.
Huh?
So a couple things, right? You disengage, so no opportunity attacks, but as you enter Bryn's space, she is engaged with an opponent, so that would count as difficult terrain.
Oh, well, I can just do that better. Yeah, no, I'm still, I can do it. 5, 10, 15, 20, right? 25, 30. Go there. And I'm going to end as my action. I have no bonus action. End my turn.
Okay, Miza's turn. She will step down to here, and she's going to try to throw some pouch dust on the big guy. Yes, that will just barely hit him as he is burned for some radiant energy. Then she's going to back up a bit more. And yeah, I think she's actually going to close that door. All right, move to this guy's turn who tries to slash out at Gorlami. Gorlami, defensive roll, please. Once again, these claws manage to get through your defenses, dealing 10 slashing damage and another con save, please. Gorlami, you find yourself paralyzed. Please add that token marker. All right, we move down here. This guy can now step up, and unfortunately, seeing the very vulnerable cat, he's going to take advantage of that. First, he picks up the short sword from the ground, holds it in his hands, and then tries to bite Cat. That bite will indeed connect, and Cat, please roll a piercing crit against yourself. Nice. All right, so just standard damage. So that'll be 8 points of piercing damage against Cat.
It's enough to drop me.
Cat drops to the ground. All right, this guy's turn. He is going to move to here. He is going... Yeah, I don't think he would do that. So he's going to move past here to here. And he'll move one more, because he can without provoking any opportunity attacks. And then from here, he is going to attack Finn. Finn, defensive roll, please. Nice, you managed to evade as the claws come slashing in. Alright, this one's turn. He is going to grapple Cat and start pulling her down. Those of you in the hallway see him grab onto Cat's leg and start pulling her down the stairs, and you hear thud, 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 thud as her body is smacking into each step going down. Top of the round, Bryn.
That makes Bryn not happy.
You were going to say angry, but then you realize you're out of rages, right?
I'm out of everything. So she's gonna zoom down here. And hack out at that guy.
Okay, so remember you can't move through enemies, so it sounds to me like you want to do something like this.
Yes.
Okay, so if you do that, you are going to take 2 opportunity attacks. So I'll need 2 defensive rolls. We'll take the ghoul and then the stronger one second. The ghoul does manage to hit you, dealing 7 slashing, no con save, and then another defensive roll, please.
That's 25.
Oh, sorry, I missed that one. You do evade that one easily. And now you're here.
Okay, it was 7.
Crit him for me, Bryn.
7, yes.
Man,
Adam, I
that
just
one
have a
fucked
quick-
me so hard.
Question, it says I have 0 hero points, but I have 2 hit die. Do you get as many hero points as you get hit die?
Yes, but it means you spent your hero points already, and that doesn't deduct your hit dice, so it just means those don't really mean anything at this point.
Okay. Do-do-do.
Yes, that blade will indeed connect on the ghoul, wounding it badly.
Sweet. Alright. Can I get you out of this cat?
All right, this guy's turn. He's going to step up to here and strike out at Aomir. Aomir, defensive roll, please. Nice. This will count as a fumble. Go ahead and roll a melee fumble.
He accidentally hits the one below him.
All right. Yeah, so he gets maybe perhaps temporarily startled here. He will have disadvantage. He will have disadvantage on his next attack roll against you, Aomir.
Nice.
All right, we move to this guy. He can actually get out of this area now, so he'll move 15, step up to here. Also attack Aomir. Defensive roll, please. Yes, you managed to evade these claws. Okay, so we move to Cat's turn. So death save, 2 GM, please.
Yep. 2 GM.
All right, and then go ahead and throw a Constitution save at the end of your turn to see if you shake off that paralysis.
On save. And this can be public?
Yes. All right, you managed to shake that off, so you're no longer paralyzed, but you are still, of course, unconscious. So
Okay.
that should do it for your turn. So we will move to Gorlami.
I'm paralyzed, Adam. So I
Oh,
don't
my
think I
bad.
can
So
do it.
your turn ends. Go ahead and throw another con save.
Can I use my hero point on my con save?
I think it
Still
says at
on
the end of your turn, so technically it's your turn, so I'd say sure.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if that worked or not, Adam. Do I still have the thing?
I took off the token marker. You're good.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
What's
so
that thing
you-
on my top right? Oh, that must be
that's-
unconscious.
That's the grapple icon. Because this guy's
gotcha.
got you by the leg at the moment. All right, you
Gotcha.
managed to succeed on that save, Gorlami. No longer paralyzed. Go ahead and remove that, and we will end your turn. Okay, then next up is Kurtu.
I'm gonna go use a sneak attack. He doesn't see me.
All right, you line up a shot at this guy still, coughing and not feeling so well. You try to line up a solid shot, but you fumble hard. Go ahead and roll a spell fumble. You are quite embarrassed.
Always.
All right, next up is the totally surrounded Aomir.
Yeah, I know I have super disadvantage on everything right now, so this guy... you know what? No, this guy I'm gonna try to kill with my bow.
All right, so yes, this will be disadvantage as you try to shoot at this guy in point blank range.
Okay, guys.
That will be a fumble. Go ahead and give a ranged fumble, please. You spill your quiver. All right, so your arrows suddenly, arrows clatter all over the ground here. Unfortunately, not within reach. So basically, just what it says there. So you're gonna have to pick them up individually. So each one you pick up, that'd be interact with object to get one arrow and be able to shoot it.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
All right, this opponent's turn. He's gonna take advantage of that flank on Aomir. Aomir, defensive roll, please. That is going to connect. That'll be 6 slashing damage, no con save. As we move to Finnegan's turn, I've been trying to disengage and get out of here, but they keep getting closer to you. Finnegan, your turn.
Yeah. So Aomir does not have a melee weapon, right?
He does not. In fact, his sword is currently being wielded by the ghoul southwest of him.
So flank wouldn't matter at all.
It would not as far as melee goes. Nope.
Oh my god, I got disengage again. I'm gonna disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20. They're coming down the hallway! 25, 30.
Alright, Miza's turn. She will step up to here, try to hit that wounded one with some pouch dust. But no good. She will then step behind the kobold. Alright, this guy's turn. He attacks at Gorlami. Defensive roll, please. That'll hit once again. 10 slashing and another con save, Gorlami. Yes, you managed to not be affected by this. Alright, this one has no clear shot at Aomir, so he's actually going to make his way down to here and attack Bryn. Bryn, defensive roll, please. You managed to evade those claws. And this one will continue attacking Aomir. Aomir, defensive roll, please. You also evade the claws. And this one will slide over to here, letting go of Cat as it attacks Bryn on the flank. Defensive roll, please, Bryn. With the flank, that will connect. So that's going to be 10 slashing damage and no con save because you're an elf. Alright, top of the round, Bryn's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit the one above me.
Okay, you strike at the one above you, okay. Yes, that will connect. You slash through it and slay it as it drops to the ground. Alright, we move to this guy who is still striking at Aomir. So Aomir, defensive roll, please.
He has disadvantage.
Yes, he does. You're right. Unfortunately, that's still going to hit 6 slashing damage and a con save as his paralysis is more potent. But you are not paralyzed. Alright, this one holding your sword, he's going to attempt to bite you, Aomir. You managed to avoid those fangs. Alright, Cat, death save at GM, please.
Here comes a natural 20.
Alright, and then we'll move to Gorlami's turn.
Alright, so bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon in behind the creature, and I'm going to give it a good old smack.
Okay. Your smack misses, though.
Alrighty, free action, I'm going to shut this door behind me.
Okay, yeah, I was just giving kind of a flavorful description when I said it got knocked off the hinges. I'll say you can pull it closed. Go ahead.
And I'm going to use my action to attack this guy. Hero point, Adam.
Okay, sure. We'll add 5 to your attack roll. Yeah, that'll certainly hit. Alright, your bludgeon smashes into him hard.
Okay, I'm just going to move away from the door. And I'm going to move into the same spot with my hammer kind of floating over top of me.
Okay. Alright, move to Kurtu's turn.
Burn, baby, burn!
That will manage to connect even in your sickened state.
Boy, I didn't realize my magical words I needed to scream. That's what that was.
And that will be enough to bring this one to a fiery demise.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stay here, and I'm going to let Granny stay behind me because I'm protecting her, of course.
Oh, of course. Alright, Aomir, at the start of your turn, this terrible odor emanates from the creature to your south. Con save, please. Ugh, it is terribly smelling. You are poisoned. Your turn, Aomir.
Okay, I'm gonna disengage.
Alrighty, you disengage and move.
So that's 25. With Finn being a halfling, is that difficult terrain?
Only if they're engaged, so nobody there is engaged.
Cool. So that was 25. Okay, so that's 30. I'm gonna open the door.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, Finn.
Move 20 to there. I can see this guy pretty plainly.
That's 25 to there, Finn.
5, 10, 15. That's 20. I was right below Kurtu.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I thought you were below
Yeah.
Misa.
I can see his whole token, but up to you.
Your arrow there goes through the wall, so I would certainly give him cover.
Okay, then I'm gonna go. One more. This guy's gonna get a Zippo.
All right. That will indeed connect.
I think I hit it.
Yeah.
You did.
No, I mean the.
Oh, the damage roll?
There we go.
There it goes.
All right, he is indeed scorched.
And that's my 30. Well, guys, it was nice knowing you, but I hit him a little bit.
All right, Misa will hold a pouch dust. All right, this one locked in combat with Gorlami. Gorlami, defensive roll, please. You managed to evade the claws. This one will step up to Finn and strike at him. Finn, defensive roll. That one I got to double check. Yes, you managed to evade that strike.
And when you said that she was holding the, what do you mean she was holding an action?
I was, yes, yep. So she will throw that now as he's in line of sight. That will hit him and burn him for some radiant damage.
Some implies
Nice.
more than one.
All right, this one will continue attacking at Bryn. Defensive roll, please, Bryn. Yes, you managed to evade that as well. Top of the round, Bryn.
Alright, gonna try to put it out of its misery.
That'll certainly connect as you chop downwards on him. And that will do just that as you slash his head off.
Alright. I'm gonna run up here. Be like, nah, 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 nah. I just killed your friend.
And as you say that, this one will turn and try to hit you with claws, Bryn. Defensive roll, please. That will manage to connect, hitting you for 11 and a con save, as this paralysis is potent. Yes, you managed to shake that off, so not affected by that, but do suffer the 11 points of damage. This one will then take that flanking position on you, Bryn, and slash out with its claws against you as well. Yes, you do manage to evade that. Cat, death save to GM, please. Alright, and then we'll go to Gorlami.
Okie dokie. Same recipe as last time. Spiritual weapon smack. Please hit this time.
It does not.
Next time I'm gonna hero point that, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my hero point for my regular attack at him.
Okay. Alright, we'll add 7 to this next attack roll. That'll certainly connect. And he is wounded by that.
Alright, and my turn.
Okay, Kurtu.
Do I have disadvantage? I mean, not disadvantage. Does he have cover from this spot?
With the top of your square, I'd say no.
Alrighty, you know what's coming.
A fumble?
You know what, Adam? I
Would be par for the course.
But that will unfortunately miss.
You should have gotten out of the way, Fag.
All right, at the end of your turn, Kurtu, go ahead and throw a Constitution saving throw. You find that this poison condition is now worn off as you cough, spit, hack the last bit of it out.
Is that what the yellow square around me was for?
Nope, it was just the green little dots in the corner. I took them off for you. Aomir, your turn. So you were poisoned by the stench. Now it's the start of your turn. You're no longer poisoned.
Cool. Okay, well that changes some things. Not really, but I'm going to 10, 15. Big guy right here's getting shot at.
All right, you step up through that doorway and fire a shot at him. But that will miss.
That's gonna miss. All right, 15 more. All right, that's 35. That's my turn.
Okay, Finn, face to face with one of the creatures.
Okay, let me think. Bryn's, I see a little bit of Bryn there. I'm going to take a dodge action.
Okay.
I'm hanging out. I got my pot lit up. I'm gonna pull out my dagger. So no longer a free hand. I pull out my dagger. I take a dodge action because I'm sick of freaking running. Dang it! I'm a gnome. I can do anything.
All right, Miza's turn. She'll throw some pouch dust at that one by Finn, but unfortunately he's too fast for her. And we go to this one, fighting against Gorlami. Gorlami, defensive roll. You manage to evade the claws once again. This one fighting against Finn. He will circle around to here and then try to hit Finn. Luckily, Finn was dodging, so that's an advantage, but that will still hit. Not a crit, but 5 slashing damage against Finn, and a con save, please, Finn. All right, you fight through the paralysis. Let's move to the top of the round with Bryn.
Alright, I'm gonna try to take the big guy out.
All right, you strike at the guy to your north then.
Yes.
That will connect. Go ahead and post damage. He is wounded badly, but he is still standing.
Isaac! Throw some pouch dust on him.
He will in turn attack you here, Bryn. Defensive roll, please. Yes, you managed to evade those claws. The other one will attack you as well, Bryn. You will evade those claws as well. Cat, death save. All right, Gorlami.
All right, I'm moving my token, but I just want to grab my spiritual weapon. So I'm going to move it to the spot by the door, and I'm going to try to just see if I can change the angle. And I'm going to hero point my spiritual weapon.
All right. Okay, we'll add 8 to your spiritual weapons attack. That'll certainly connect.
Of course, it's a good roll this time, too.
That's how it goes. Murphy's Law, right?
All right.
That will wound the creature.
I'm going to growl and then see if I can finish it off, hopefully.
Your Warhammer misses.
In my turn.
All right, Kurtu's turn.
Alrighty, I'm going after this guy, of course.
That'll connect. Singes the back of his elbow.
Alright, I'm gonna move.
Nice elbow attack, Kurtu.
Every little bit helps.
All right, Aomir.
Okay. I'm going to try this. I'm going to pivot around here. Bam, 15 feet. I'm going to take a shot at that guy at disadvantage.
Okay. That will connect even at disadvantage. And that will be enough to slay the creature as the arrow hits him in the back of the head.
Okay. I am then going to pivot around again, getting right there. And that's my turn.
Okay, Finnegan's turn.
Alright, I'll move here. Got the flank, dagger attack.
No flank, unfortunately, but you don't need it, so that's a crit. Go ahead and roll a piercing crit.
I don't know where that is. I play a wizard, like, I don't know where
It should be a
crits
button
in
at the
while.
bottom of your bar, but if you don't see it at the bottom of your bar, click that bulleted list icon, find the macro.
I got it.
Okay. Alright, damage twice and use the higher result. So we've got 2 postings of damage for you there, so I'll take the first one as that's the higher. So you stab into him and wound him. Alright, Misa will also try to hit him with some pouch dust. And that unfortunately will not be enough.
Man, these guys are quick.
Alright, this one, locked in mortal combat with Gorlami, slashes out with the claws. Gorlami is struck with the claws. 8 slashing damage and a con save, Gorlami.
That brings me to 0.
But nobody knows it as nobody has line of sight on you and you find yourself paralyzed. Alright, so you choose not to go to 0, you stay at 1, but you are still paralyzed.
I love how orcs can just say no.
Alright, this guy is going to strike out at Finn. Finn, defensive roll, please. Yes, you managed to evade those claws. Bryn, top of the round.
Alright, gonna take this one below me on.
That will connect. And that's exactly how much damage you have to do to split this one in half.
Oof. Alright. I'm gonna zip up here. Oh. Actually, I don't. I will. Can I open the door as a reaction?
Interact with object, yep.
Yep.
As you open the door, Bryn, you notice a ghoul standing in front of a frozen-in-place Gorlami.
Alright.
Alright, Cat threw her death save already. And we move to...
I was hoping you didn't see that.
We move to Gorlami, who's paralyzed. His turn ends. New con save, please, Gorlami. Alright, no longer paralyzed as we move to Kurtu.
Alright, I got his elbow last time, or let me see if I can get the back of its head.
Firebolt flashes out and does indeed connect.
Buttons are taking a little while.
Hitting him in the back of the shoulder, almost the head. He is looking badly hurt.
And I'm not even going to go ahead and move.
Aomir's turn.
So, I'll mention it after session. Disadvantage at this guy.
Alright, point blank shot at disadvantage. That will still connect. And that is enough damage to kill him as you put the arrow right oh, actually, no, you don't have arrows. They're spilled out in the quiver on the ground.
Yeah, actually, that's what I was going to ask, is when I killed that guy, I was over here. I dropped my arrows over here, so would
You
it
did.
be...
Technically, you shouldn't have been able to make that shot. I'll say you maybe found an arrow stuck in your hair somewhere, but unfortunately, you
Okay.
can't make this shot.
Cool. That's what I was gonna ask. That's what I was like. Yeah, I don't want to mention it. Like,
Okay,
I didn't want
I
to slow
gotcha.
down pace. I didn't want to slow down pace of play. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that was why.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'm sure it was.
Exactly. All right. Well, I have no arrows. Can I pull one out of my hair?
Nope, your hair arrow has already been used. Unfortunately, you don't have that one. Finnegan.
Don't you have a weapon? Good God!
Actually,
Nope.
it's in this guy's hands right now.
An extra dagger? I mean, come on.
Seriously.
Maybe.
I mean, I have daggers.
Can I try to punch him?
Sure,
Do
unarmed
something.
attack, sure. I'll even
Oh.
take that roll. What is your strength? And I'll apply that much damage to him as you punched out at him.
My one.
All right, he got punched. All right, Finn.
Okay, I got my dagger. I'm a gnome. I can do anything. I'm gonna attack him with my dagger.
All right.
Standing right there.
You unfortunately miss.
Well, they make it look like it hit. I'm gonna move. Go ahead, swing away.
Take your defensive roll as he tries to hit you with those claws. He does not.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Uh-oh, looks like somebody suddenly remembered that poor cat.
Oh, I knew. I've known the whole time. I
Nobody
don't know.
shouted it out to the team or nothing? All right, Miza will throw some pouch dust. This will connect, however, radiantly burning the ghoul. All right, we move to the ghoul who is fighting Gorlami. Gorlami, claws to your face, defensive roll. Connects, bringing you down. Con save, Gorlami. All right, this one. All right, you'll succeed. Not paralyzed, Gorlami. He'll step to here, make his attack on Aomir. Aomir, defensive roll, please. Yes, you managed to evade that strike. Top of the round, Bryn.
Alright, I'm gonna try to take care of that one.
All right, you step through that shattered door, slash down, connect. Go ahead and post damage. And slay another ghoul.
Alright, step right here.
All right, and unfortunately, Cat is not making saves anymore. As we move to Gorlami, death save, please, 2 GM. All right. Kurtu's turn. That will connect. Can he take down? He can, as the ghoul is consumed by flame.
That's a couple for me, too. I've been keeping count. I killed like 5 of them.
All right, guys, that is all the opponents. So, Finn, as you get down to Kat, you're going to be able to tell pretty quickly that, unfortunately, without any kind of attention to her, she did not survive. Gorlami is making death saves. I'm assuming, Bryn, that you're going to try to patch Gorlami up? All right, I take it that means she ignores Gorlami. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so go ahead and throw a blind check there, Bryn.
Sorry.
All right, that does not succeed. So you guys obviously won't know what's going on here. So I'm going to try to fast track this a little bit.
Hey, is everyone all right? Check on everybody.
Okay, so Gorlami, another death save, please. All right, and then, okay, so I would say by this time, folks might start realizing you're still back there. So, Bryn, go ahead and give me another blind check to see if you can patch them up. Miza by this time would also be coming by. That does not work, unfortunately. Miza will also attempt to help out here. And yeah, she does manage to stop Gorlami from bleeding out. All right, we are out of this very deadly combat, folks, as we find ourselves badly wounded, split up during that battle, but having survived, or at least most of the group has.
Cat was my first friend here.
Oh, she's over here.
I was beginning to grow fond of her.
She was really cool, guys. She did so much. She that.
She was the only one of you I actually really liked.
That's awesome. Inspiration for Brenda on that one. No, there's no one of you I like anymore.
She rolls at disadvantage next session. What are you talking about?
I really liked her, guys. Look at her.
From down the hall, you hear Misa say, "This one's probably going to be out for at least a little while. We really shouldn't split up, guys. That's what got us into trouble in the first time."
Let's all go up there. Let's bring
Cat.
Cat. Let's go up there.
Bryn,
Hey,
I'm gonna try to drag Cat with me. I'm trying my hardest.
I don't think
drag
Cat was
Cat.
particularly heavy, so it probably takes some effort, but yeah, I would say you could probably do so.
Okay.
I would say you notice the prominent damaged arm that she took from that very vicious blow. Of course, she has since passed away, but yes, that's probably one of the things that sticks out is you managed to get her pulled up here into the room with everybody else.
Can I pick up like 5 arrows?
You can recover all your arrows at this point, so whatever you had left in your quiver, you can like resort your quiver and all that, and whatever arrows that you use, you could take half back.
Cool, okay.
All right, guys, so obviously very much on a downpour here with all these unfortunate situations. As you guys are looking around and trying to formulate a plan of what to do next, yeah, let's hear it. What is the plan here, knowing you're not going to find easy rest here, knowing that this seems to be a dangerous area? What are the group's thoughts?
We have to leave, guys. We can't.
I know, there's the poison rain.
We waited out.
Yeah, and the challenge. I don't have an umbrella.
We have to hide somewhere in the front when it stops raining and avoid the burrowing worm, and just try to get out of here. We can come back. We've lost
agree.
2 people already.
Is it still raining, Adam?
You don't hear the sound of rain at this point.
I don't hear any rain.
Maybe we go back upstairs and we try to see if we can sneak out.
Because if I remember right, we're like in a basement type area, Adam, or something. I don't think we're at floor level. Is that correct?
Misa says, "We are upstairs."
Oh, we're upstairs. Okay.
Yes, those 47 times that Finn went up and down, we're actually up right now.
I was getting dizzy. He's just working his legs. That's what he's doing.
Calf day.
That's right.
Stop it, guys. We need to get Cat home.
Yeah. So if it's not raining out, then obviously I think we need to head back to town.
Yep.
All right, so it sounds like the group's intention here is, as you are, try to gather yourselves together, take the unconscious Gorlami and the slain cat, and try to take these 2 bodies outside of Axholm and start making your way back to Phandalin at nighttime?
Well, mechanically we're out of short rest, but we could wait out to see if Gore wakes up. So we won't benefit from it, but we could wait for him to come to. So guys, we can't rest up, but maybe he'll come to in like an hour or so.
Yeah, I would say wait for Gorlami.
Yeah, if
to
we
come
can.
through.
If we can wait for Gorlami, I think that it sounds like a good move, but I think just hightailing it out of here is ASAP might be a good move as well. Like, Bryn can hold Gorlami, right? I can hold Cat.
Yeah, but if we wind up having to drop a body or something, that's where the problem comes into play. Because remember, there was that creature outside the door. So if we run up against one of those again, then she's running with a body on her shoulders. So
Yeah, plus, like, it'll be harder to move and make time, and more likely that we'll get attacked on the road.
Yeah. So, are you guys thinking we just stay in this little cubby here?
well, I suggest we get as close as we can to the main door, for an example, and just kind of wait it out there. Because then, if we have to run, at least we are near a door instead of down below where we can get trapped here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
I mean,
so it sounds like you
the real
guys
question is, what would MacGyver do right now? I mean, that's what we need to figure out.
You know, we did have that room that we took that short rest in. Question mark.
So again, I don't want to. I think it's fair to say you guys have noticed that this is a dangerous place. So as you're waiting around here, mechanically, you've been seeing me roll some dice to see if anything might perhaps happen, any kind of random things that might occur. You think?
Well, we're not gonna. I don't think I'm. By the way, not saying we wait right here in this room.
Right. That's why I meant by getting closer up towards the main door or something.
Sure.
Yes.
So you want to head to the main entrance, so we can fast track that. Assume you've grabbed both bodies and dragged them down through and found yourself closer to the main door. All right, so we'll assume you've done that. You made your way down. This effort of dragging, trying to make sure not to kill Gorlami and bouncing his head off the ground, you find yourself here. Now, what is your plan from here?
So we can. Is it raining anymore?
You look outside. You do not see that it is raining, but you can see the ground glistens with a green liquid.
Guys, I say we hide in in one of these rooms over here or something. We can't. I don't know. There's this giant worm too.
Well, maybe we should just go. How close is the closest structure where we could get a long rest, Adam?
Phandalin is about a day's journey away. So remember, in the morning, you guys left from Phandalin, came to Axholm. So you spent a good 8 hours traveling, roughly, and then you've been adventuring here for probably 3 hours or more at this point. So you guys have had quite a long day. If you tried to travel all the way through to Phandalin right now, you would certainly risk some exhaustion. But you also know staying here is going to be dangerous. So pick your poison.
Yeah, picking the poison is exactly the hint that. Just remember.
Oh, look at that. Bill picked up on that little one.
Yeah, obviously, with the rain being just out there right now, and he said the ground is, glowing greeny, so just keep that in mind.
But you just got sick. It's okay. I say we do it. We walk to Phandalin. That's my vote.
Well, and just remember, mechanically, that means we're going to have disadvantage on rolls.
And exhaustion. Yes.
Yes.
I'm fully aware. That's my vote.
Okay, that's fine with me. I just want to make sure everybody understands the risks, Because if we come up against something, then remember,
yes,
it's double negative.
It's a double negative, but here we can't rest. We can't do anything. There's ghouls every. Wait a minute. The ghost is dead. The only reason why they came is because we made noise. The only thing I'm concerned about, I think if we're quiet, we don't have to crack any more ghouls. I'm just worried about, I point at this giant hole, that guy. So now that I think about it, get Gorlami up, wait till morning. I don't know.
You do make a good point, Finn.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, Vic.
I said you do make a good point, Finn.
We just gotta be quiet.
So find a hidey spot and be quiet.
Yeah, and I agree with these ballista rooms. Maybe we can turn the ballista rooms around toward, make them swivel, so then that way we could use them, if something comes in, maybe we can kind of shoot some huge ballistas at them.
If that worm comes up, we're dead. Every man for himself. And Bryn, which is, well.
She's been pretty manly lately, so we can, add her in there.
What about Misa?
I could run faster than her.
It's all... You have your wings, your little wings.
All right, I vote we try to wait it out and try to see if we get lucky.
Yes, let's hunker down.
All right, and where would you like to choose to attempt your hunker down strategy?
So, to make it simple, downstairs by the worm giant thing that will definitely kill us instantly, or upstairs when there's spiders. We could probably...
Downstairs, down here.
Down here?
We do have the ballistas. I do like that idea.
Okay, but if he buried in here and I point to the hole, why can't he dig a hole here, for say?
Why couldn't he dig a hole upstairs either?
And again, just because sometimes the map doesn't display this as well as perhaps it could, this is flagstone, cobblestone ground. This is dirt.
Oh yeah, I see the subtle hue differences.
Yes,
now.
I think you guys actually asked once before, but like
Yeah,
I say,
did.
weeks pass. It's hard to remember all those details.
Yeah, I'd suggest we do that, because I think if we try walking around outside in that gooey green thing, I think we're going to double whammy ourselves.
So what I'm looking for here, guys, is somebody pick a spot that you're going to try to hunker down, and I'm going to look and see how defensible it is and all that fun stuff, and that's going to affect the rolls. All right, so I just saw a couple people point over here, so if I scoot the entire group over to this room, feel free to put yourself specifically wherever you think you would be. If you have a specific plan here that you're trying to enact, let me know.
Is that a door or...
That is a door.
Okay, I don't remember that being there.
We haven't gone down this hall. My gosh, this place is bigger than... Wait, did you close the door on me? Hey!
You said every man for himself.
Oh my goodness! Guys, I haven't been down that corridor. We went down the other corridor. We went down the other side.
But I would not. Could we go to the one to the east instead?
Yeah, because I think we mostly cleared that one, Adams. I'm sorry.
All right, you guys make your way up the stairs, over, down the stairs to here.
Okay.
And do these ballistas swivel?
Somewhat. Yeah, you could point them, say, you could switch the degree by, what is that, about 90? So if it's pointing left, you could make it point down, but you couldn't make it point backwards, for example.
Okay. Alright, I guess this works.
Alright, so you're essentially trying to hunker down here and allow time to pass until Gorlami can wake up.
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right,
And
guys.
then
Well,
from there. Yep.
we are at the end of our session time, so let's go ahead and pause it there, and we will see how successful this strategy is next week. So hope everybody enjoyed this session. Very combat heavy. You guys found yourself in a pretty deadly battle. Got split up there, which kind of certainly added to the intensity and the danger. And there's all this poisonous water outside. I wonder who could be blamed for that. I'm not even sure. But, oh, guys, long, rough journey here in Axholm. And, yeah, we'll pick up next week and see what happens.
Awesome.
Jordan, we look forward to seeing, your next
too.
character. Yeah.
I'm not writing another 8,000 words.
I did read
so-
that whole thing, just so you know, Jordan. I did read that whole thing, and I had some ideas, but unfortunately,
That's
The
Yeah, it
next one's
happens.
gonna say Jordan's second character.
I
I'm
would
an
do
elf.
that to you.
I'm an elf who swings a sword.
Yeah, I do want to say, Adam, that this combat had me sweating.
It should be, yeah, because obviously it was intended to be a dangerous one. And yeah, again, the only thing I can ever stress to you guys always is communication, communication, communication. If you communicate in battle and you work as a team, it's way easier, right? When you kind of don't let each other know what's going on. Because remember, everybody can only see their only from their token. So I think there was certainly opportunities where had you guys said, for example, like, oh, so-and-so's down, or hey, let's open this door, or even at the very beginning when I said, oh, there's this movement all around, you guys could have like positioned yourself in a different room, a lot of different chances, a lot of choices, and hey, at the end of the day, role-playing games are all about randomness and what happens, right? So unfortunately, the dice not necessarily so happy or agreeable with you guys early in the combat, but yeah, that's kind of how the dice rolled, so we will see what picks up next week.
Hey, Adam, can I add something? You can correct me, but
Sure.
you allow us to say brief things even out of turn,
Absolutely,
right?
yep.
Yeah, so let's keep that in mind, guys. Even out of turn, we could say something.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
again, if it was the same person trying to say something in between every person's turn, then I might be like, hey, give other people a chance. But yes, again, if someone goes down and you yell, hey, so-and-so's down, like, if nobody knows the person's down, it's really hard for them to it would be essentially metagame to be like, oh, I run through the doorway to try to save this person,
Yeah.
All right, guys, but yeah, like I say, tough battle. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll pick up next week, and we'll see if the group can make their way back to Phandalin surviving, knowing that they're badly hurt and hunkering down in this very dangerous location. So, mystery cliffhanger. All right, guys, see you all next week.
See you guys. Good job.
All right,
See you next
good one.
week.
See ya.
Sorry, Jordan.